You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Due to circumstances beyond anyone's control, Dr. Dre is in the motherfucking house. So right about now, and I say, yo Steve, are you with me? ICE, are you with me?
Here's a little something by a nigga like me. They never should've let me buy tape from Steve. Ice Cube would like to play dope shit mixed by Dr. Dre. And since I was a youth, I like COMPTON. Now I like the motherfucking Roadium. Buying a tape or two, that's what the hell I do. You don't like Tony A? Well, fuck you, this is a game. And I'm in it. Ice Cube will fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, right, making you sick. And then you see Tony A is on the mix.
Tony A! Tony A! When you're ready, go.
And welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 203. And before I introduce one of my special guests of the night, I want to give a big shout out to my boy Jeff Kwan. Hopefully you can see the shirt. Jeff Kwan, thank you for blessing me. Jeff Kwan is always promoting Roadium Radio and decided to bless me with his shirt. So I want to thank you once again for that. Once again, I've been going through a lot of emails. I'm pretty much got already all of November booked. I'll probably be starting on December next week. As far as bookings and bringing people in. So continue to submit your music with videos and short bios. And believe me, I try to answer everybody's emails, but sometimes some people just want to know, hey, what's that song called during the break? I'm not going to answer those, you know what? And I'm not trying to be mean. The email's only for orders, for requests to see guests, or for people that want to be on Roadium Radio. So once again, if you're new to Roadium Radio and you want to be on Roadium Radio and you're an artist, please submit your music along with videos, along with a short bio, and we'll get back to you in a timely manner. So please, when you submit that, please do not DM me and tell me, did you get it? Believe me, I'm not trying to be mean, but I get a lot of email and I get a lot of people that tell me, did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? I won't even reply. You'll get a response on via email. So thank you everyone that have submitted all of that. Other than that, as far as the website, it is still down. We're reconstructing it. We're trying to load up new stuff. So give us a little bit of time and the website, the DOCUMIXERY page will be back up. And other than that, if I have any other announcements, I'll announce them during the breaks. But one last one, once again, if you want to buy ad space, you want to promote your album, you want to promote your business, your restaurant, your whatever you may be selling, if you want to promote your OnlyFans page, hit me up at the DM or on roadiumradio@gmail.com. And what we do, we play 1-minute ads during the breaks. So once again, thank you for that. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce my very first special guest of the night, the very talented Bobby Castro.
What up, though? What's good, my boy? ¿Cómo estás?
Good, bro. Good. You know what? I'm gonna do a little bragging real quick. Last time you were here, I was very, very, very impressed. I had already heard so much about you, but I finally had the opportunity to sit across from you and listen to you. Not only can you sing, not only can you play guitar, but you could also rap in English, and in Spanish. You could do it all. And I was very, very impressed. And for me, I believe you're a guy, at least in my opinion, that doesn't get enough shine, doesn't get enough credit. I believe you haven't received your flowers yet, and this is one of the reasons why I asked you back, because I want people to realize and to see who, Bobby Castro is. So
Appreciate you. I got a lot of great feedback from the last show. Got a lot of new followers. Yeah, it was dope.
Thank you, man. Thank you for coming through. I want to share something really quick. Last time you were here episode 136 episode. This is episode 203, and now you are 67 episodes after. You're back.
Yes, sir.
You're back. So I want to ask you this before we get into the trending topics. And when I say trending, to me, that's a new word for, I guess, what's popping right now. Well, how was your weekend, brother? Are you a football guy? Do you guys watch a lot of sports? I know that. Are you a Dodgers fan?
Yeah, I fuck with all LA teams. I'm not a heavy. I don't follow some of the teams heavily, but I always follow them. I fuck with them tough in the playoffs. And if I go I'll go to games here and there.
Right.
I fuck with LAFC super tough. Though.
Yeah.
I'm a soccer fan, and they're right down the street from where I grew up at. So there's a soccer team in LA. But yeah, I support all LA teams. I'm just, I fuck with the city heavy.
Okay, did you watch the Dodgers game yesterday?
Yes, sir.
That was a dope fucking game.
That shit always, this time of year though, for the Dodgers, it's tough, right? It's like,
I know.
It's emotional.
It is, because I was fucking yelling at the TV. And then I even took a break and I started watching that new Chucky series. They made a series on Chucky on the Sci-Fi Channel every Tuesday. It was actually, okay, the first one was all right. I'm going to try to give it another chance next Tuesday. Y a ver, it's got to pick up because this was an hour and it was somewhat slow. Chucky only killed one person. And that's sorry.
Yeah, that's very slow.
That sucks. So you got to pick it up, Chuck. But so I went back to the Dodger games and they were kicking ass. I think they play again tomorrow. See? Okay.
Tomorrow, yes.
Tomorrow's do or die for either team. You got a prediction?
I think we got it.
Okay.
I think we got it. I think they beat us by 1.
Yeah.
When they beat us the day before yesterday, and every time we get them
by a lot.
Bien, so
yeah.
I think we got that.
Yeah. Okay. Did you watch the Wilder and Fury fight?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I was at the first 2 fights. I went to see them. Right.
Really?
This is the first one that I missed, and I was actually in Vegas that whole week, and I left because I had something to do in Phoenix, so I left that Thursday, and then I started getting phone calls like, "Hey, you're coming to the fight? We got tickets for you." But realistically, I wanted to go to Phoenix and then just go do what I did and come back to Vegas on Saturday, but a veces no se puede, sometimes I gotta just chalk it up. But I got to see it and it was a dope ass fight.
Yeah, you know what? Some people were saying, I don't know, I only saw highlights. Okay. The highlights, it looked like Wilder just got the shit beat out of him. I don't know, because keep in mind, I only saw the highlights. I didn't see all of it. So they're only going to show you the best parts. You saw it from beginning to end. How many rounds was it? Was it 8 or 9 or something like that?
And, well, look, I mean, it's the Fury one.
Right.
But they were going back and forth for a while. And the thing about heavyweight fights is that ahí ya no, it's not that much skill, it's just pushing.
It's puro madrazo.
Puro putazo seco, And,
right.
And anything could happen. I mean,
both. You're right.
Wilder dropped them too, but I just think that in that's why they say styles make fights, right? Because in boxing, you just never know. It's like el estilo de Fury. Está bien así como que it's got to be very difficult to fight a person like him. It's very unorthodox and how he's built, and so I think he just has his number. It's not that Wilder is weak.
Right.
When somebody has your number, they have your number.
And that's a good point, porque I remember Marco Antonio Barrera fought a guy.
Oh, that was one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah, same here. I believe it was Junior Jones, and Junior Jones beat him twice. Then Eric Morales walks in against Junior Jones and whips his ass, I believe, in the second round. So styles do make fights.
Yeah, because you just can't call it. Like,
right.
It could be a dude that you whooped, and he could be the dude that whooped you, and you just sabe,
Right. Here's another topic that's trending. John Gruden from the Raiders about those emails.
Yeah. At first glance, when I first saw it and read about it without really looking into it, I thought it was some cancel culture shit.
Right.
Which is fucking annoying, It's But there's some things that are a little bit que se pasan, se pasan de verga. Or like, so when I started reading all this shit, it's kind of like, to be honest, I'm not really one of those dudes that's very like, and nitpicks that little bullshit. Like, especially something in the past, la gente puede cambiar, and it's something that's like, llamale la atención, and then be like, hey, you can't be doing that shit.
Right.
But you know how it is with nowadays.
Here's my question, and I'm going to tell you what I heard, and I don't know if this is true, and I want to make that clear. I don't know if this is true. Somebody said that those emails were like 10 years old.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. It was like 2011 or some shit.
And I'm like, shit. And somebody was saving them? So if somebody was saving them, that tells me.
Well, apparently, I think what I read is like there was something. It was another organization that was under investigation for something. So they were going through all their shit. I don't know if it was the Redskins or some shit like that. And y ahí es donde salió. His shit just kind of came out.
Kind of.
Collateral damage,
From what we know of, right? It's kind of, But I just think, fuck, bro. Like, to me, that kind of almost seems like, okay, this guy's giving us, this is his 4th losing season. He's lost his last 2 games. Let's find a reason to get his ass out because we were paying him $100 million.
Yeah, that could be too. Shit, politics.
You know, but al mismo tiempo, at the same time, do not fuck up this man's, you know. But then again, we don't know. We're just going off of what we hear.
Maybe the dude is a piece of shit, you know?
Probably.
Who knows?
Probably.
But,
Pero allá él, pues, you know, I wish you the best. So if I wish you the best if those are false. You know, so if they're not, pues, I don't know.
yeah, he motherfuckers gotta lay in the bed that they made, you know?
Yeah. Okay, now, here's another trending topic. And it's just kind of getting worn out, pero I just have to ask you. Because tú tocas la guitarra, cantas en español, and you're about that life. Jenny 6ix9ine, you a fan?
I'm not a fan, but I'm also not a hater.
Right.
You know, because I know how difficult this shit is. Now, obviously, you know, there's 2 standpoints on this because I know how difficult it is and because I know that motherfuckers really practice their craft and perfect their craft and le meten todo y cantan bien y bonito, and then somebody comes like that and it just kind of blows everything out the...
Yes.
But I know where she recorded at. You know, the people that she recorded with and everything was done right, and those people are very talented and very good in the industry.
Right.
They're friends of mine. Y como que la morra, as far as I know, ella sabía lo que le tiraba, you know, like...
Right, she knew that it could possibly be a joke?
Yes.
Okay.
But you can't knock nobody's hustle. You
Right,
know?
right.
I think we touched this the last time that I was here, where it's like, it's kind of, it's a weird place to be, whereas you could obviously have your opinion on something. In my opinion, because like you said, I live that life, should be very strong on it, but I also come from the streets and from the hustle where it's like, motherfuckers got to feed their families, you know? Of
course.
And if you're doing something that's putting food in your family's plate, then it's really hard for me to knock that hustle, you know?
Right.
I can have my opinion, like I said, where it's like, it's not my cup of tea, you know?
Of course.
Pero, hey, está haciendo ruido donde quiera. I was just, like I'm telling you, I was in Vegas, I was in Phoenix. It was literally the trending topic everywhere, and somebody was humming, singing the shit everywhere we went. And that shit blew my mind. And I was chopping it up with a lot of radio people these past 2 weeks, and I was telling them straight up, like, hey, wait, la neta, because, you know, they have to do shows, they bring groups. Like, would you, and most of them were like, yeah, I'll pull her, you know, if I have to, I'm going to put her over here for an interview, for a show, whatever.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, business is business, you know?
Business is business. And you know what? Like you said, I don't like nobody's hustle. But when people ask me what I thought about the song, again, because I interview people and I support artists, and I'd interview her and I would support what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, people want to feed their families, you know. My thing is this, but when I was asked, you know, what did I think about the song? That's different. What I tell you right now, I will tell her because I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Somebody can send me the video, and I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a joke. Like, I thought it was like a parody. Like, I thought somebody was playing around. And I kept hearing, you know, so like 69, you know, and then I was like, okay, is she making fun of Tekashi 6ix9ine? Like, I didn't get it. So like after like the 5th time that somebody could send it to me, like, ha, check it out. I was like, okay, what the fuck do you guys want me to look at? So I finally clicked on it. And I thought to myself, I still thought, is she playing around? Like, is she really playing around? Because when she says, hey, and I'm like, okay, that was everywhere. I don't even think Auto-Tone even put that in tune, you know? So for a while, I thought it was a joke. I'll be honest with you. I just thought she's making fun of somebody. It's a joke. But when somebody said, no, it's a real song. Then I decided like, wow, okay, well, who is she then, you know? And then somebody told me that's that girl from the meme. And I was like, oh shit, now she's singing.
Well, the thing is that she always had a very large following.
Okay.
She was like already an influencer with the whole makeup thing, and she had
right. That's what I heard.
She had this whole character already going, and she was doing that. So I mean, at the end of the day, if you have that many followers already, no matter how many haters you got,
right?
I mean, you might as well have something to throw out there, some kind of product that for your followers, you know, si te va a ir bien. And like I said, you know how they say there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right.
So
right.
she wrote it out, and she did a show I seen, you know, and it does trip me out a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, like she did a show and the shit was rocking and people were fucking chanting the shit, and what can you do, you know?
Hey, more power to her, bro. If you're winning and you're getting paid, Jenny 6ix9ine, keep going. People are gonna hate, even if it's dope. Even if it's dope, people are gonna hate. So even if they think it's whack, people are gonna hate. So, anyways.
You do what you gotta do. Yeah.
Other than that, bro, it's October. My favorite holiday, Halloween. I hate that it's getting close because I like the whole spooky season. I like watching scary movies a lot. That's why I started a paranormal podcast where we talk about all the spooky ghost story type of shit. I love it. I love, even as a grown ass man, I'm gonna carve pumpkins with my grandbabies, you know, and I'm gonna light the candle and shit like that, and I'm gonna pass out candies with them.
No, that's one of those holidays that people really fuck with tough.
Yeah,
that whole scary shit, man. I was gonna mention it to you when I seen it earlier because I got some stories.
Okay, then I need to get you on, bro.
Yeah. I got some stories from Mexico,
and then
you know.
Yeah, and then what we do, we have callers call in and then they share or we elaborate or whatever. But I'll book you so that way we can talk some spooky ghost story type of shit. I try to keep it all year. You know what I'm saying? One thing I wanted to try to. I'm being sarcastic when I say this. I try to get a petition so that we can celebrate Halloween twice a year. That'll be dope. But anyways, favorite holiday, bro, if you have one.
You know what? I've never really been big on holidays. I don't know why. At first, you know, it used to come off as like me being amargado towards the holidays.
Okay.
But it's not that. It's at some point when you grow up and then you're the one that really has to make the holidays happen.
Yes.
It becomes a fucking burden.
It does.
And I don't know if to justify it in my head, I used to be like, nah, this shit doesn't even mean this, and I would just maybe make excuses to why I don't fuck with certain holidays, you know, because it's not really what it was meant to be.
Of course.
It's kind of like some fabricated shit.
I mean, we know it's not about some fat guy named Santa Claus. We know Easter has nothing to do with a bunny.
Or like Halloween, right? Like Halloween, like they're like, oh, my niece, like it's like her first Halloween that they're gonna really dress her up and all this shit. So my sister, everybody's all excited about it, and they're asking me why. And to me, it's like I remember Halloween when I really fucked with it when I was a kid. First of all, the city was just more alive and seeing it was jumping. It was like everybody was out in the streets during Halloween, and it was dope, you know.
Yeah.
But everybody was trying to be the scariest shit ever. And now everybody's trying to be some weird, cool shit or like some pretty shit, and
I know
that's where they kind of lost me, you know. Like
I like the scary shit.
Yeah.
Be
like,
scary.
Like when they were giving me the options for my niece, and they were like, "Oh, she's gonna be like, I don't know, some cute little fucking character." I'm like, nah, like that's not what Halloween.
Right, I know. It's cause I want to be a princess.
Yeah.
You know, I get it and I respect it if that's what you want to do. But for dudes that like spooky shit, dress scary.
Yeah, that's what I always thought. It was the haunted houses. It was.
Yes.
You know, it was all that shit what made it fun to me, you know, growing up.
Yes. No, you're right. I mean, and me, I like all that scary shit. I want to see the fucking devil, the werewolf, Dracula. I want to see all that shit.
We actually did a haunted house right there in the hood, like on the block, like for years. Like it was to the point where we couldn't even stop doing it because everybody would be so pumped up that even when we were over it, it was kind of like, well, fuck it, let's just do it for the kids. But for a long time, one of my aunts, she's the one that backed us up because we were all youngsters too, but she's the one that would put up all the feria and we would do it. And since we already had like a little studio in the back, so we had like delays and shit to change the voice and speakers. Right. So we would talk on the mic and put like a crazy ass voice, and we would all dress like actually like it was dope. You know, we had it popping for a minute. That's dope.
Okay, let me ask you a question because it is the season. Okay, Thriller is probably the #1 Halloween song. Okay, Thriller by Michael Jackson. And then I remember as a kid, it was the Monster Mash. Okay, and then I consider this a Halloween song only because Halloween is mentioned. The Ghetto Boys, My Mind is Playing Tricks on Me.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you this. With the type of Spanish music you do, is there any Halloween songs?
There's a lot of dark songs, you know.
Okay.
I actually have a song with the group that I'm in, the Rancho Barrio. We have a song called El Monstruo. And the first idea we had for that video, because it starts dun 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 dun. It has a fucking intro and everything. Yeah. The first idea we had is to have all the grupo dressed like Michael Myers, like Freddy, like Jason.
That's dope.
But the whole copyright things with that was just
it
was too difficult to pull off. So
yeah,
we still did a video, and it's a very crazy because it's a real story, you know. But that could be considered, I guess, a Halloween song, you know, especially, and it's called El Monstruo. So
okay, that'll be dope. If not, do one, you know. Pues es el Thriller, something like that.
And you know what? To be honest, I don't know why somebody hasn't done it, and I gotta look into it. But you know, like I was telling you earlier, like as far as like the culture in Mexico, especially like you know, where I'm from is un pinche cerro, you know, on top of a mountain. And
Yeah.
you always heard and saw things, and people always seen things. And
Se me pareció el diablo.
And lechuzas and some weird, wild shit, right? And there's a lot of, obviously, La Llorona, right? La Llorona could be considered that, but that's more like a folk song, not much of a corrido. But yeah, I think that there's enough stories to do a scary corrido. You know?
Okay, there's a blues song, not a blues song, blues singer, Robert Johnson. Supposedly he made a deal with the devil at a crossroads in Mississippi.
Crossroads. Do you ever see the movie?
Yes,
movie?
of course.
That was one of my favorite movies ever.
Dope fucking movie. Dope. It's with the Karate Kid, Ralph something.
Sir, yeah.
Check it out, you guys. Called Crossroads. Is there any stories like that in Mexico where somebody said it pareció el diablo and gave him some magical powers to play good?
Well, in the industry, is a lot of stories of people supposedly selling their soul, you know, to make it.
So you don't have to go to Crossroads. You just go to Hollywood now.
Yeah, you can just you can just chop it up wherever you're at and get it popping. But who knows, you know?
Okay, all right. Now, other than that, I know it's been a while since you've been here. What has Bobby Castro been doing? Have you been doing a lot of recording, a lot of shows? I know it was still during the pandemic. So
yeah, it got really busy after the pandemic because I was actually staying busy during the pandemic, but I was more like contained kind of, you know, because you had to. But sure enough, because I was one of those dudes that was really kind of, at first, I was really staying away and really like, you know, that I had told a bunch of people, nah, ya no más que pase esto. Oh, yeah. So I told so many people that the first time they see me out or working at a studio, my shit just started blowing up. Which was a blessing, but it was kind of crazy because it was kind of like, it was so backed up, you know, as far as work. But yeah, I've been doing a bunch of shit. I wear a lot of hats, you know, like as far as this music shit, I'm a part of a dueto called Rancho y Barrio. Then I still do my rap shit. And then I still do some solo Spanish shit. I write for a lot of people. I place a lot of songs in a bunch of different shows and with a bunch of different artists. I do a lot of production. I manage. I'm partnered up in a bunch of shit. I'm partnered up in a label. I'm partnered up like in 2 labels and managing different artists and developing artists. So at one point I remember when I was younger, me decían, like older dudes me decían, like, hey, check it out, youngster, like you talented and you dope and what you do and everything, but focus on one thing because it's hard enough to do one thing and when it really comes down to it, you know? Yeah. And you know, when you're young, you got a little chip on your shoulder and you think like everybody's just trying to hold you down or like, you don't understand that and advice is fucking golden, you know? But I wrote it out for so long as far as thinking like, nah, man, I could do it. Maybe it's hard for them, but it's not hard for me. I understood later what they meant because everything has a process. Yeah. And everything, especially when it becomes real. When it becomes real, everything, you know, like we were talking earlier about putting out songs and how sometimes it takes so long and I've been dealing with a lot of that also, you know, with like when you manage artists, you do so much on the background that they don't see and they don't have to see because that's your job. You know, that's your job.
I'm glad you're bringing that up.
For them not to be stressed out about that, that's your job to take all those hits. And sometimes they just go and perform or go and record and it's all good and dandy, but they don't know the shit you dealt with for that to happen, you know. But I was just talking to somebody about that yesterday. Like, I'm a lot more understanding also though because I'm on both sides. Because I could sit over here with a bunch of managers and executives and label owners and we could chop it up about that. And then I can also be over here with all the artists and artists have to be a little bit off. They have to be a little bit crazy. A lot of artists have to be a little bit bipolar to creative people, period. Yeah. You know? So that's where it clashes sometimes because sometimes these guys are not that and they was like, no mames, está loco este way, you know? He just piensa que todo. And over here, they're like, man, these fools don't understand the art. They don't understand. So sometimes I play that middle ground and I tell these dudes, like, look, it's because you got to see it like this. Right. You know, here. So I've been able to do that shit. And it's helped me. It's helped me also to stay, like, disciplined on both sides because I get to see the real of both sides, you know? Yeah, okay. That's dope. I'm glad you shared that because, you know what? It is a lot of shit that goes behind the scenes that the artist doesn't need to know. Sometimes it's good to sit down with the artist and at least share with them what you've been going through if they see you stressed out. Because a lot of times they may have it too good. Mm-hmm. And then when the money comes in and they're thinking, this guy hasn't done nothing. You know, they don't know. So sometimes you have to somewhat. Oh, yeah, definitely. You know. We always work that out. Like there's times where it's like, I literally I'll tell my partners, I was like, you know what, I'm going to have to sit down with the guys or with and send them a little something, because it kind of it gets a little bit weird there, because it almost feels like you don't want to throw it in their face either.
Right.
But sometimes you have to let them understand when you're seeing como que they're thinking something else. You do have to be like, hey, look, check it out. This is what's going on right here. Like, now, and explain that too. Be like, look, the reason why you don't see or hear none of this shit, because it's my job to deal with this shit. You know?
Yeah.
And I get it. You need to just focus on your art, and you need to focus on being ready for when I need you to do what you do. Once I fix everything over here, and I need you to just go up here and perform, or go in here and record in this booth, that's what you need to be ready for, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of times they need to hear it. You know, they need to hear
You're
it.
right.
Kind of be like,
You're right. Now let me ask you, as far another topic that's trending, vaccination. Have you been vaccinated?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I haven't. Okay, and I'll be honest with you, and I want to make it clear, I'm not telling anybody not to, and I'm not telling anybody go. I'm not against it. Eventually, I will. You know, I'm just prolonging mine. I know some people say, why? I get it. Let me be me. But I have gotten COVID testing or whatever. I haven't been sick in over 6 fucking years, bro. You know, but when you have 6 friends that their wives got vaccinated and they died, kind of makes you think twice, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
And you know, I've heard both sides, right? I've heard
Right.
the side of like people that know people that are vaccinated and then they got sick and died.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could obviously know where they stand. And
Right.
then I've also seen the ones that did it and then they passed away because, so in their mind it's like, oh, maybe if we would have. So
Right.
cada cabeza es un mundo, right?
Right.
And that's why me too, like I was actually not for it because like I said, I never really get sick, and through the whole pandemic, I never got sick, and at a certain point, I was kind of out there because I had to, you know, because we got to live and we got to eat.
Right.
And there was people that would fuck around and tell me like, no, mames, like, you have to be asymptomatic because you've been around a lot of shit,
Right,
you know. Like,
right.
As a matter of fact, it was, I think, the Fury and Wilder fight, the February where the pandemic started, that March.
Right.
I was at that fight with a gang of people, and a gang of people from overseas where it was already super popping. Y yo ni en cuenta.
Wow.
And I was right there just fucking. In
Yeah.
retrospect, I remember people coughing and everything in there, but it was pre-pandemic, at least here, so
Yeah.
I wasn't tripping. And a
Yeah.
lot of people got sick from that trip. It almost seems like in ese tiempo, February and March of the year that the pandemic started, I was traveling a lot. And like I said, in retrospect, I remember that one time I did a show in Phoenix and I was coming back. Everybody in the car was sick, but you know, we weren't tripping about sick people back then.
Right.
We were
Right.
just like, fuck it, they're sick. I was coming back from Houston. The people that I was coming back from, they were sick. So I was around that shit a lot at the beginning.
Wow.
Y nunca, y no, gracias a Dios, nunca me dio nada.
Yeah.
But I still did it. I really did it, you know, just, my main concern was always my parents.
And not only that, yes, that's number one, your family. But you being an artist, a musician, now for you to travel, it's required of you.
Yeah.
So I get that. Let's press pause right there. We'll come right back after 10 minutes and we'll pick up where we left off. I want you to bust a little guitar and we'll go from there. So once again, everybody, when we return after 10 minutes, Bobby Castro will sing for us, play for us, probably rap for us, whatever. So make sure you call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Bobby Castro's in the motherfucking building. We'll be back 10 minutes.
Hey, how you doing? This is me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright, and a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental in Hollywood. So check this out, for all your dental needs, be sure to come to them, because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental in Hollywood. Check them out.
What's up with it, dog? It's West Coast Gilly on Roadium Radio with the legend Tony A. the Wizard on Tony Vision. You know what it is, West Coast to the fullest. Believe that.
What's up, everybody? This is Stefan Ori. You're listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. You tuned into Roadium Radio with West Coast legend Tony A. the Wizard.
What up? It's your boy Lottie the G, straight out of Santa Ana, CA, and we're right here live in the mix with the West Coast legend Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio, Tony Vision on YouTube.
Yo, what's up, world? This is Cool 187, above the law in the building. And you tuned in to Roadium Radio with my man Tony A. the Wizard. Blah!
What's up, this is Darren Vegas. You're on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Real West Coast hip-hop history right here.
Yo, what up? Sleepy Malo in the house, here at the Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard, giving us our voice back. One of the realest motherfuckers I know.
What's up, homie? Show me Frankie Quinones, a.k.a. Creeper from Cholo T. And you're listening to Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. That's what's up right there.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's Gujo the Savage. I'm right here with Tony A. the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Everybody stay tuned, man. It's a motherfucking hit.
Yo, shout out to Roadium Radio, Tony A. the Wizard, your boy Pablo Nunez right here in the studio. Be about it, people.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Ahí viene este miro. Kimo the Blaxican and Negrito de Los Angelitos, and you're checking out that Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
¿Qué hubo, Raza? This is Wicked from the Brown Side here on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. You know.
What up, it's your homeboy Infinite TGM, chilling with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you guys go check that out.
What's good? It's your boy Spanky Loco, and you tuning in to Roadium Radio with that motherfucking legend, Mr. Tony A. You know what time it is, West.
Hey, what up? This is Rebello the Dome.
And this is Dominator.
And we came straight from the 805 ready to slap that motherfucking meat on your grill, bitch.
Roadium Radio, Central Coast Click.
What up?
What up with it? This your boy OG Magoo, Los Angeles Airbus artist, big chillin' on site with the homie Tony the Wizard on Roadium Radio. All gas, no breaks. Let's get it.
Man, you know, listen to LA Icon, man, right here live with Tony A. the motherfucking Wizard on Roadium Radio. Blah! What's up? This is A.DA, the Spanish Fly, with that reintroduction right here on Roadium Radio with my boy, the Wizard, Tony A.
Yeah, what up? It's Spanish Fly MC, Big MOC, Mr. Most MC, on the Roadium Radio Show, baby, with Tony A, the Grand Wizard. Let's whoa.
Johnny D from Spanish Fly on Roadium Radio. Your one and only Theo with the giant Cheeto.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Trish Toledo, and I'm over here with Tony A. at Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Blanca. Bobby D presents Uncle Snoop's Army. Chilling right here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you tune in Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. on YouTube.
What up, West Coast and all hip-hop fans? This is your girl, Violet Brown, and I'm here with Tony A. the Wizard.
Yo, this is Daniel Jones, the D to the motherfucking G Media Clips. Here with your boy, Tony A. the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show.
Check, 1 2 1 2. This is Roger Live, and you are in tune to the sounds of Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio, West Coast.
Yeah, doggy. Yo, what's up? It's Anthony Campos, a.k.a. Big Citric, inviting everybody to tune in and subscribe to Tony Vision, Roadium Radio with your host, Tony A. the Wizard.
What's happening? It's your boy Bobby Castro, and I'm here at Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the shit.
What's good, y'all? Eric Bobo from the mighty Cypress Hill, chilling right here on Roadium Radio with the homeboy Tony A. the Wizard. That's right.
Hey everybody, this is Cliff Ritchie, and I'm here on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
What's cracking? It's your homie Crazy Boy, Blue Rain Music. You tune in to Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in every Wednesday and Sunday right here.
What's up, everybody? This is Dali C, the Trap Queen, and you guys are listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you guys tune in.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Bobby B, and you're live with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
1212 coming to you live from the Harbor area. DJ Ralph M rocking beats with my man Tony A. Rocking the SP1200. Let's go.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Yella coming straight out of Compton, Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Check him out.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Miss Gappy from NYC. Andamos aquí with Tony A. the Wizard at Roadium Radio. You already know how to bring the NYC love. Hey, shout out to all of you guys.
Hey, what's cracking? It's that Guilty One. You're tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard, live every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Like and subscribe.
What's going on? It's Hazard. You are tuned in with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Like and subscribe on YouTube.
Yo, this is your boy Invincible, and you are watching the Roadium Radio Show with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you're tuned in and watching. Ooh-ah.
What's up, guys? This is Isabella Soul, and you're tuning in with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
What's up, guys? It's your girl J-Rox. I'm here on Roadium Radio with your host, Tony A. the Wizard. I'll make sure to tune in on Sundays and Wednesdays, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Yo, what's up? This is Jose Homicide. You hanging out at Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard. Like and subscribe.
Welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio, episode 203, and I'm trying to stand up my Bruce Lee because he fell, and Bruce Lee can never fall, so please forgive me. We're going to go ahead and jump right back into it with Bobby Castro. Bobby Castro, thank you for letting me know that Bruce Lee fell.
Yeah, so, Bruce Lee got to stand up.
Yeah, this was a gift given to me from somebody who owns a gift shop out in, not a gift shop, but like a collectible toy store out in Arizona, so I keep it all here to honor him for blessing me with it. So
all of these you got them. You just different places. Or?
Yeah, different places. Florida and Florida. But a lot of places, bro. Some were gifts, but the majority of the part, yeah. You know what? I
always wanted to get into
collectibles.
Yeah, but it's just, and I always, like when I go travel places, I be seeing some cool ass shit.
You pick them up, bro. But okay, you'll probably never see them again. Pick them up. Like I saw that Rocky right there at a collectible toy at a little convention, and I've never seen it. And the guy wanted like $20, and I was thinking, I'm gonna swap me, baby. Le voy a regatar. I'm gonna tell him, $10. But I go, can you take 15, man? He goes, nah, $20. I said, fuck it, because I'll never see it again.
Yeah, I was in a swap meet where like in Ontario somewhere, and there was había un puesto, and they had some really cool shit, like a bunch of He-Man stuff. Like they had a Voltron.
Oh shit!
Right, that was really dope. That it, like you said, it was one of the things where I was like, should I get it? I felt like once I get started,
I'm not gonna be able to stop.
Right, right.
So I kind of was like, fuck it. If it's still there when I come back, I'll grab it. And before I left, I was like, man, I'm gonna just go grab that shit because at the end of the day, it's like childhood shit. You know that shit that we used to watch.
Well, see, people my age, people your age, we're into collectible shit because this generation, everything is cell phone, PlayStation 4 or Xbox. For an example, growing up, we would see kids play with jacks. Remember jacks? La pinche, you know, and then pick up the jacks. Here's another one, las canicas, marbles. You know,
that's ancient shit.
Yeah,
now,
ancient shit now, bro. You know, we don't see that no more. Let's be honest, hopscotch.
Yeah.
How many kids? I don't even see kids riding fucking bikes today, bro.
So hey, now that you mentioned that, not that long ago, I don't know where I was at, but I seen like maybe, and it was kind of hood. Wherever I was at, it was like the hood of where I was at, right?
Yeah.
And I seen like 4 young ass kids. They must have been like 8 to 10 years old.
Right.
Riding their bikes. You could tell they were up to no good too. Like just
right.
And it felt good. It felt really good to see it. But I also thought this. Fuck, I know what that leads to. You know?
Yeah.
And 4 kids just rolling around like that on their bikes. Ya era tarde.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a gift and a curse. You know, it's like, van a estar más vivos, for sure, because now, ahora la neta, pues los morrillos, they're all stuck on tablets and all that. They're not really ready for life like we were because we were just out in the streets at a very young age learning how to live.
Yeah.
But also that led to a lot of bullshit, you know?
It did. You know, it's funny, growing up, I'm sure everybody experienced this. Say we're in school, you get into an argument, you look around, teachers are coming, and you know what we said? I'll see you after school.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how we handled it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's, I'm going to make a post about you. Like, that's what we've come to. Let's take it to the internet, fool. You know, that's what we come to. I'm going to make a video about you. Yeah, fuck you, Bobby. Fuck you, Tony. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
That's some weird ass shit. Now I guess it's fucked up to say, but we're kind of used to it, right? But like, I remember when I first got into social media, it was a super fucking culture clash for me.
Same here.
It was very difficult for me to assimilate because you grow up with so many codes and so many things.
Yes.
And that you abide by, and that you eventually, you know, earn your rep and all that shit through it. And then that shit just goes out the fucking window, you know, once this comes in. And even people that I knew, like younger cats that I know were somewhat solid, right? But they're still part of the generation that grew up with that.
Right.
So they would do questionable shit to me, and I was on everybody. Eventually, yo me cansé primero, you know, that to be messaging everybody and being like, hey, my boy, like, what the fuck is this weird ass shit?
Right,
you know?
right.
Because I was outdated, not the way shit is now.
You know? Right. Yeah, you know what? Somebody asked me this through the internet, through social media. Yo, Tone, is there any more street code? And I'll be honest with you. Of course, you want to say yes, but is there really? You know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, I don't know. And I don't like to talk street politics, but I just thought that was a very interesting question.
Yeah, it really is.
You know, but anyways, moving away from that, I had to open up your beer with my Halloween pumpkin. I told you that. But I'm a Halloween type of guy. So, trajiste la guitarra, you brought the guitar. Can you bust a little something for us? I don't care what you do. I don't care if it's the Monster Mash, Thriller, whatever you want to do. You know, en inglés o en español. You know, this is Roadium Radio. I almost said Bobby Deep. Bobby Castro. Exclusive.
A ver, ¿qué hacemos? Well, I could do a little piece of the Conejo Corrido since it's kind of one of the ones that has the most views as far as YouTube and shit like that. Simón, yo soy ese pelón de la calle 25 y a pesar de lo vivido, el aire libre respiro. Ha regresado el hijo pródigo, aquel ángel caído. Ha sido largo el camino, 15 años fui fugitivo. Querían mirarme torcido por un delito que no había cometido, pero nunca se les hizo, soy conejo y antes de atraparme yo les pegué el brinco. Ya estando del otro lado, allá en la logré escaparme.
Dope. Let's give him a hand clap right there. Hell yeah. And what was the title of that song so that people can look it up?
And that one's called Conejo el H1.
Conejo al H1. Dope. And we're talking about the Conejo, the rapper.
Yeah.
Okay. I still want to do a Roadium Radio one. So
Yeah, for sure.
So somehow we got to get together and, I'll do the scratching on it. I don't know how we're going to do that.
Yeah, I think can make it happen.
Okay. You got another one for us, or you want to wait?
Nah, let me see. The Nipsey one. Did I do the Nipsey one the last time I was
No.
Toda la ciudad viste de negro, Los Ángeles del mundo se fue uno de los nuestros. La noticia de que había muerto paralizó a todo el mundo, pues era uno de los buenos. Siempre te recordaremos, tu música extrañaremos. Gracias por cambiar el juego y ser de los verdaderos. Continúa el maratón y todo el dinero adentro. Hermías Alquedón, la leyenda del sur centro.
Dope. That's dope right there, man. Okay, I got a question because, again, I've recorded a lot with acoustic guitar. Not that I play it, but my musician would play it. Now, what type of guitar is that for people that may not know, and how many strings does it have?
It's called a bajo quinto.
Bajo quinto?
Bajo quinto. Originally, it was a bajo sexto, which was 12 strings.
Okay.
But nobody ever really used that top string, so they just made bajo quintos, which is 10 strings.
Okay.
This motherfucker got 9 because one ripped.
Okay.
Right? But I can still make it work with this.
Okay. Now, is that, again, for the people that may not know, 12 or 10, for what type of music? Is it just for this type of music?
Is if I'm not mistaken, it's a German instrument, I believe, right? Like polka.
Okay.
But yeah, it's mainly used in música norteña, Mexican regional music.
I wonder who would have thought of that. Say it is, and it's confirmed that it is a German guitar. Who would have took it to Mexico and said, you know what, we're gonna play with
because
this?
Because like our rhythms that we use in Mexico, which is like the and then like they're very like
similar
polka based, So and I don't know where I heard it or if I looked it up, but somewhere in here in my database, I remember figuring out that this
I hope Mexico didn't invite Germany. I hope not. Google it, everybody.
I think we grabbed the shit and made it ours,
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. But we have our own food and, so whatever. Okay. If you got another one, cool. If not, I would like for you to maybe towards the end, we got about 20 more minutes, maybe you could bust a nice English song because I want people to hear you bust.
For sure.
Okay.
I actually just did some shit with who, because when you asked me earlier, I kind of went on to some other shit about what I've done since the last time I was here. I just put a song out with Baby Bash and Church Boy Scotty over there with Louis 13. You know Louis 13?
No.
Louis 13, he's in the weed industry.
Okay, that's the guy. I had him booked, but he ended up canceling because of the COVID thing. Mm-hmm. But Louis the 13th.
Louis the 13th. Uh-huh.
Yes, I had him booked.
So he has a dope studio in downtown LA. So I've gone there a couple times, done some things with them. We did a song with Scotty and Baby Bash that we put out not that long ago. I've been in the studio recently with Frost. We got.
Can you speak a little bit closer to the mic, por favor?
I've been in the lab with Frost recently, and we got like 2 songs in the works.
How's that coming out?
Pretty dope. He the first day we met up, he showed me the album he's working on right now, and it's a very musical album, which I fuck with, and a lot of people that fuck with me, obviously, they want me to go and it's just, obviously I go and I do my verses and whatever the hook of it, but a lot of times they want me to incorporate this to it, so been doing a lot of that shit. Yeah, man, just working on a bunch of music. Got these kids from Phoenix, Perfil WS, that we're managing, some kids from here, Variado. We're all gonna go do a show together for for the truck invasion in Amarillo, Texas. We went and did one in Phoenix. We went and did one in Denver, Colorado with them. And we've been we established a cool relationship.
That's dope. That's dope.
We're all gonna go rock over
now, I don't remember the little young girl's name that I guess before Jenny 6ix9ine came out, it was her. And she was doing some stuff like this.
Something that I know, like where you can't really understand what she's saying.
Yeah, you can't really understand what you're saying. Some people were saying the mix was terrible because it was low, the music instruments. Yeah. I thought she was talking. Again, with all due respect, I thought it was a joke. You know,
too, like.
Because is she singing? You know, that's what you're thinking. I could barely hear her. I thought she was explaining something. Now, are you familiar with her work? Do you know her people?
I've seen it, and then I recently seen her because when you're in this, you know, you're going to see them with people that you know, and then kind of put one together like, oh, they're working with so-and-so. Look, at the end of the day, instead of getting mad, this is my take on this. Because I'm actually working out with some females that do similar stuff. And we're So instead of getting mad, it's like, look, well, if you can do it right and you can make it dope, then you do it right and do it dope. Let them do what they're doing and have their following and whoever fucks with it. Because at the end of the day, I really came to accept this also. We go in the lab and we're going to create masterpieces, right?
Right.
And we're musically inclined and our ear is different. And we hear and we listen to something we're nitpicking to, like, oh, that shit was a little bit off right there. That shit was wrong. Nobody's really doing that shit. The consumer is not doing that shit. And also, if you do your homework, a lot of the greatest hits on many albums, Spanish and English, the shit that really stayed and that really became something else were songs that had mistakes in them. Because I think that somehow, to the regular ear, to the consumer ear, that becomes more human. You know, as opposed to like, oh, something that's untouchable and that is great. Because a lot of this shit, and it's happened to me many times already, where I'll do something where it's like, ah, man, I kind of rushed it. I kind of had a deadline and I was backed up and I had to just write the shit on my way to the studio and then drop it. And I wasn't too comfortable with it. And I get the best fucking feedback off of that shit. It's just more simple, and I guess people kind of like relate to it more maybe and or understand it more, as opposed to like, I come from, we spoke about it last time, I come from the MC era where like you had to rap. You know, you have to know how to rap. You have to have metaphors, similes. You have to know, you have to have vocabulary, like all that shit matter, cadence. That shit don't really matter, you know?
I know.
And like I said, sometimes some of the more simple shit that I've done, people go crazy over it, and I just will never understand it. It's the same like this, right? Like I go live on here, and I'll do some songs just like this, just about Quinto and myself. And there's songs sometimes that I already put out that really they did all right, but it wasn't like, oh my God. And then I sing them live, and it's like a whole new fucking song. And then people that I know already heard the album, and they'd be like, oh shit, when is that coming out?
Right.
That tells me that it's just certain things that attract the audience more than what we set out to do. And I'm not gonna say we're gonna stop. And to be honest, we're not, right? Because I want to go in. I go in the studio. I want to do some shit. I want to do some great shit, no matter what.
Right.
But I have noticed that the consumer's ear is just way different. Like all that pretty shit, all that extra shit that we do is for us. It's for the colleagues, you know. So that a dope ass musician that you have respect for over here that is gonna hit you up like, hey, wait, that shit that you did right there was hard as fuck. That cambio. But the regular person is not gonna give a fuck about that cambio. As a matter of fact, you might lose them because of that shit, you know?
Yeah. You know what? And you're absolutely right. You just said metaphors, cadences, word plays. I truly get that when it comes to rapping, because some people say, I want to put my best shit out there. And let me tell you something. Those lyrics can possibly be the best out there. But you know what? People might not care. People may not care. Let me give you an example. This room at one point, I had over $30,000 worth of equipment. We're talking about early 2000s, okay? I had I had like 5 different Moogs, the micro Moog, the mini Moog. I had them all. Then I had ARP Odyssey keyboard with all that that chronic type of shit, okay? Mm-hmm. Then I had fucking the Roland. Then I had, the Junos. I had at least about 15, como se dice, those old school keyboards. I'll just call them that, okay? The original shit, a Hohner clavinet, A.DA key, Fender Rhodes. I was trying to use all the original shit on beats. and trying to come with a fucking masterpiece. And then you hear a song on the radio, girl, shake that Laffy Taffy, that Laffy Taffy.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, what the fuck am I doing wasting my time?
Because it's always happened, right?
Yes.
Like, it's always happened. Every generation has had those hits that were just some shit where they just repeated some shit and
right.
The Gucci Gang shit and all this fucking chicken noodle soup shit and
oh my God, the Panda song or something.
I seen a very respected writer, right? Like Mexican songwriter. That guy has done some fucking dope ass shit. Like I was with him one time in Vegas and we were in the room just sharing songs and
right.
He must have done 10 songs that were all fucking smash hits with different groups, right?
Right.
And I seen him post the lyrics to one of the songs that was nominated to some shit, to a Grammy or something. I don't know if it was this year or last year. And it literally repeated the same shit. And it had like 10 writers on that motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
And it repeated the same shit through the whole song. And like I said, it's hard because, like I said, like I'm one of those dudes that, I don't got one hating bone in my body and it's helped me out.
Right.
In life to be like that. But there's sometimes where you're just kind of like, God damn, like this shit is fucked up. That there's people that really do their shit and really do it right and really.
Yeah.
So sometimes I do find myself in a crossroads when it comes to that. When it comes to that, because I am one of those dudes too that really respects the game, that really respects the art form, and I had to kind of grow from that too. Because as far as business, you have to,
right.
But you got to still stay there. You still got to love it and be passionate about it and everything because you need all of that shit. But there's sometimes where you're gonna have to play ball, and there's sometimes where you're just gonna have to.
You're absolutely right.
Do something to be heard and to be able to put your shit across,
Yeah, Alex, do me one big favor. They need help outside. Can you see what they need? But yes, no, you're absolutely right. And and a lot of times it's very, very hard because you, as a true musician, you're working your ass off to create something that you think is gonna last a long time. And then when somebody comes up with something so simple that they might have created on their laptop, we can't hate on that. We may scratch our heads and say, what?
Yeah, we have the right to our opinion,
Of course.
But look, with all that being said, I recently had a situation and experience that kind of was a breather to me as far as like, I've always stuck to my guns, right? Like for a long time, even before, like people used to try to tell me like, oh, you got to dumb it down a little bit, And
I've heard that a lot.
I never accepted that, I was like, no, I won't. I'd rather stay where I'm at, and that might be a dumb decision, but I just, you got to pick your battles in life. And I was like, I'd rather stay where I'm at and stay true, somewhat still to my belief and to this art, than to just dumb it down to make it,
Right.
So I don't advise a lot of the shit that I do for myself as far as to the people that I'm teaching, because the point is that you got to eat and you got to feed the family, But recently, I'm not gonna name drop, right? But it's a very influential person in the Mexican regional game. I went over there just to hang out. Somebody invited me, and then the guy knew of me and he knew me like the things that I've done but just really on the surface, because. Like you said, I am still an underdog, and I love that shit. I've always loved to be the underdog because it gives you more lane.
Okay.
Because it blows people's mind more when they do see what you can do, as opposed to already knowing, like, what you can do.
Right.
So I went over there, and I started playing my more intricate shit. My shit that I put a lot of le meto mucha cabeza. Like as far as to the structure of the song and what I'm saying, and for this to make sense over here and this. Like to me, that's the fun part of creating, que es algo que se perdió, yo pienso, and the guy really loved it. He really fucked with it, and it almost seemed like it was a fresh breath of air to him, because he kind of told me straight up, like, you know what? I didn't think this shit was around no more.
Right.
He was like, I didn't think that there was still poets, he said, right? Like writers that are poets. That shit was, he was like, I just felt like it was just long gone already. And hearing you do this shit, it was like, and that opened a whole nother fucking thing for me of people that have been fucking with me with that, which I'm glad to see that it's still wanted. That shit is still wanted. It's just that everybody thinks that it doesn't exist no more. And it's like now with all the people that I work with, it's almost like when I'm meeting these people that are very influential and somebody's in the music industry, it's like I opened a whole nother side for all of us.
Right,
Which I think is a good thing, and it was always one of my goals that I thought at one point, well, I don't know, this is getting kind of worse and worse with the music and with the simplicity of it, and that's what people want. And there's people que dice, si la gente quiere mierda, pues dales mierda, right?
Yeah.
I've never felt like that, though.
Me neither,
I've
bro.
never felt like that, right? And I stuck to my guns, and at least I got to see that was the right thing to do. With what recently happened,
yeah.
It's kind of a whole nother lane now of people that really want that to come back and that can make it come back, So I think that's where I'm at right now.
I work, and I won't mention his name, multi-platinum producer. Work with Pac, a lot of greats. I'll just say it like that. And when I go visit him in his studio, I hear him doing a lot of that trap music. He already knows how I feel about that music, okay? And I know how he feels about the music. Tampoco no le gusta. He doesn't really care for it. But he tells me, man, he goes, I see the look on your face. He said, I had a kid here the other day, a teenager, a rapper. He goes, and I had this fucking dope ass beat. He goes, let me play it for you. He played it for me. Fucking dope ass song. Can you take this off? Can you take this off? Can you take this off? He goes, every time he rapped, can you take this off? He said, and before you knew it, it was just a kick, snare, hat, and a bass line. He says, and he goes, can you change the bass line a little bit? And that's the song he was playing for me. And I was like, so that went from this. He goes, bro, I've learned with this generation that I have to dumb it down. He said, but that's the only way I'm going to eat because these are the only guys that are paying me.
That's the battle there,
That's the battle. That's the battle. And I'm glad that we're talking about this because I know there's other producers out there that think to themselves like, fuck, ¿cómo la voy a hacer? How are we going to do this? Because I'm trying to do this, either some boom bap or some West Coast G-Funk type of shit, but they want this, girl, what you drank? Girl, what you drank? Girl, what you... Like, what the fuck is that? And these kids are loving it. So what do? Do you not eat, swallow your pride and work for them? Me personally, when I announced that I came out of retirement, I was doing the Mr. D's record. I've had a lot of people that approached me. Some I accepted, some I didn't. And they said, you know what? I want some of that trap stuff. I turned them down. I just told them I don't do that. They were offering me to pay me good money, but I'm not going to do that, bro. I'm not going to do that. As a producer, I'm not going to do that. I'm fine without it. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a thousandaire. But I just can't do that. So, anyways.
Yeah, I definitely think that you got to choose what it is that you're definitely not going to do, right?
Right.
Like I said, with time and with experience, I have learned that sometimes you got to play ball and that is sometimes you got to consider it as a job. But I somehow developed this rep of like, nah, don't call Bobby for no bullshit because he don't give a fuck about that, right? Sometimes maybe I would have done it.
Right.
But it makes it easier for me, the fact that they're already thinking that, right? That they're thinking like,
right.
We're not even going to hit it. If he don't fuck with it, if he don't like it, like if he doesn't like the shit, then it don't matter the amount of money,
Right. No, it's true. I had somebody that offered me $3,000 to do a track. Now, people might think I'm bullshitting, but the guy is a faithful watcher of Roadium Radio, and he offered me $3,000, but he wanted a trap beat. I want you to do it. And I just said, I'm not going to do it, bro. I'm not going to do it because, look, at the end of the night, yeah, I may feed my family and have a little bit of chips, but at the same time, if I don't like it, bro, and that's just not me, I just can't do it, And I gave him, and I did him justice. I said, I'll give you the number to some of the other guys that I'll recommend.
Yeah, for sure.
And I did that, but I said, I just can't do that,
Sometimes I'll meet in the middle. That's as far as I'll go. For example, if they really want me to do some shit, sometimes I like to take the challenge, right? Like talking about some of these artists, right? Like I get the question a lot, like because I be around the same circles, and sometimes I have gotten the calls to go write for something that comes out and that does very well, and that I said, I'm not gonna do it,
Right.
Sometimes I'll take the job because sometimes I take it upon myself to be like, you know what? Let me fix this shit. I know what they wanted to do, and they just no lo hicieron bien. So, there's a lot of things that that I've done for a long time before it was done, and that people be like trying to like, damn, well, you were doing this shit. And I don't stress about that. I don't care about that. I don't care about, because to me, it was always more important to do it right than to be the first one to do it, just because, oh shit, like I got this idea, and I'm gonna do it first, just so like that shit doesn't matter to me. Like if I like something and I'm gonna jump into that style or whatever it is, because either for work or for me, I want to be the first one to do it right, not the first one to do it.
Right. I get it. Okay. I'm wondering where my boy went, pero here's what we're gonna do. We'll have to take a 10-minute break as soon as he comes in, and when we come back, we'll see what happens, because I just got a text message, and it was a little unclear, so I need to make a quick phone call. And let me get Alex. I need you back in here. So, but anyways, I don't know. You're gonna hang out with us, have another beer? Okay, cool. Let me just wait for this dude to get back. Yeah, because I just got a text message, and it's a little bit unclear. So we're gonna go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and then we'll come right back, man. So once again, call somebody, text somebody. You guys know the rest. We'll be back in 10 minutes, and I think I'm gonna start drinking.
Slap the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, exactly. Slap the shit out of somebody. 10 minutes, bro.
Hey, how you doing? It's me, Little Easy E, Eric Wright, and a lot of you know me, know I like to smile. And to thank for my beautiful smile, I want to thank Occidental. That's Occidental in Hollywood. So check this out. For all your dental needs, be sure to come to them, because they'll be there to take care of you. That's Occidental in Hollywood. Check them out.
What's up with it, dog? It's West Coast Gilly on Roadium Radio with the legend Tony A. the Wizard on Tony Vision. You know what it is, West Coast to the fullest. Believe that.
What's up, everybody? This is Stefan Ori. You're listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. You're tuned into Roadium Radio with West Coast legend Tony A. the Wizard.
What up? It's your boy Lottie the G, straight out of Santa Ana, CA, and we right here live in the mix with the West Coast legend Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio, Tony Vision on YouTube.
Yo, what's up, world? This is Cool 187, above the law in the building. And you're tuned in to Roadium Radio with my man Tony A. the Wizard. Blah!
What's up? This is Darren Vegas. You're on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Real West Coast hip-hop history right here.
Yo, what up? Sleepy Malo in the house, here at the Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard, giving us our voice back. One of the realest motherfuckers I know.
What's up, homie? Show me Frankie Quinones, a.k.a. Creeper from Cholo P. And you're listening to Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. That's what's up right there.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's Cujo the Savage. I'm right here with Tony A. the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Everybody stay tuned, man. It's a motherfucking hit.
Yo, shout out to Roadium Radio, Tony A. the Wizard, your boy Pablo Nunez right here in the studio. Be about it, people.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Ahí viene este miro. King with the Blaxican and Negrito de los Angelitos, and you're checking out that Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
¿Qué hubo, Raza? This is Wicked from the brown side here on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. You know.
What up? It's your homeboy Infinite TGM, chilling with Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you guys go check that out.
What's good? What's good? It's your boy Spanky Loco, and you tuning in to Roadium Radio with that motherfucking legend, Mr. Tony A. You know what time it is, West.
Hey, what up? This Rebello the Dawn.
And this Dominator.
And we came straight from the 805 ready to slap that motherfucking meat on your grill, bitch.
Roadium Radio, Central Coast Click.
What up?
What up with it? This your boy OG Magoo, Los Angeles airbrush artist. Big chilling on site with the homie Tony the Wizard on Roadium Radio. All gas, no brakes. Let's get it.
Man, you know, listening to LA Icon, man, right here live with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard on Roadium Radio. What's up? This is A.DA, the Spanish Fly, with that reintroduction right here on Roadium Radio with my boy, the Wizard, Tony A.
Yeah, what up? It's Spanish Fly MC, Big MOC, Mr. Most MC, on the Roadium Radio Show, baby, with Tony A, the Grand Wizard. Let's go.
Johnny D from Spanish Fly on Roadium Radio. Your one and only Theo with the giant Cheeto.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Trish Toledo, and I'm over here with Tony A at Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Blanca. Bobby D presents Uncle Snoop's Army. Chilling right here at Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Make sure you tune in Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. on YouTube.
What up, West Coast and all hip-hop fans? This is your girl, Violet Brown, and I'm here with Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, this is Daniel Jones, the D to the motherfucking G Media Clips. Here with your boy, Tony A the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show.
Check, 1 2 1 2. This is Roger Live, and you are in tune to the sounds of Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio West Coast.
Yeah, doggy. Yo, what's up? It's Anthony Campos, a.k.a. Big Citric, inviting everybody to tune in and subscribe to Tony Vision, Roadium Radio with your host, Tony A the Wizard.
What's happening? Is your boy Bobby Castro, and I'm here at Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A the Wizard. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the shit.
What's good, y'all? Eric Bobo from the mighty Cypress Hill, chilling right here on Roadium Radio with the homeboy Tony A the Wizard. That's right.
Hey everybody, this is Cliff Ritchie, and I'm here on Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
What's cracking? It's your homie Crazy Boy, Blue Rain Music. You tune in to Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A the Wizard. Tune in every Wednesday and Sunday right here.
What's up, everybody? This is Dali C, the Trap Queen, and you guys are listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Make sure you guys tune in.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Bobby B, and you're live with Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
1212 coming to you live from the Harbor area. DJ Ralph M rocking beats with my man Tony A, rocking the SP 1200. Let's go.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Yeller coming straight out of Compton, Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard. Check him out.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Miss Gatti from NYC. Andamos aquí with Tony A the Wizard at Roadium Radio. You already know how to bring the NYC love. Hey, shout out to all of you guys.
Hey, what's cracking? It's that Guilty One. You're tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard, live every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Like and subscribe.
What's going on? It's Hazard. You are tuned in with Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Like and subscribe on YouTube.
Yo, this is your boy Invincible, and you are watching the Roadium Radio Show with Tony A the Wizard. Make sure you're tuned in and watching. Ooh-ah.
What's up, guys? This is Isabella Soul, and you're tuning in with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
What's up, guys? It's your girl J-Rox. I'm here on Roadium Radio with your host Tony A. the Wizard. I'll make sure to tune in on Sundays and Wednesdays, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Yo, what's up? This is Jose Homicide. You hanging out at Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard. Like and subscribe.
Just do 1 2 1 2. Right about now, Eazy-E and Dr. Dre's in the motherfucking house.
Times are getting crazy. It's really hard to choose it. The Roadium's a spot to get funky, fresh music. Easy motherfucking E and my homeboy Dr. Dre. MC Ren is in effect, and you know we don't play. The Roadium is hitting, but you know you can't leave until you get a deaf ass tape from Steve. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape. Oh Steve, oh Steve, oh Steve, just give me just one more tape.
Yeah, man, I came all the way down to the Roadium spot, man, to pick up one of them NWA tapes, man. And I talked to homeboy Steve down there, man, and he said I'm fresh out of tapes, man. How the fuck you fresh out of tapes, man? He said cause they selling like hotcakes and shit, man. That's my man going.
Hey, Tony, drop that. What, bass?
I bet.
My name is The Crops, the C-R-A-W-F-O-R-D, the poet high C. Tony A. the Wizard, just as cool as a visit. Thinking out of turn, stabbing pussy like a lizard. Ooh, so sorry, homie, I didn't mean to say that. Steve is in the house. Come on, won't you play that funky dope beat? You know you gotta throw me some Stanley ass crop coming straight from the Roadium.
You are now about to witness
Tony A. Get funky. Tell them where you're from. You don't think I'm living, well, fuck you. Who knows Saturday night in LA? Yo, feeling kinda fancy. Stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. What the hell are you looking for? Can a young man make money anymore? Wear my jeans and like freaking on the floor? Or is it my job to make sure I'm poor? Disruption, disorder, nourish, not justify. Those that live at the FBI, look at mama's baby.
Welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio, episode 203. If you guys know I'm live, please don't text me. Honestly, don't text me. I got guys that are calling me. They know Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays, I'm live. You guys blow me up. I'm not going to answer your text, okay? I'm not trying to be mean. But don't do that. Be kind, okay? Anyways, while I was interviewing Bobby Castro, I got a text message from, Slim 400's manager, who was just right outside, and said that Slim 400 decided to go back to the studio. He was on his way over here, said he wasn't going to make it. He asked to be rescheduled, and his manager left before I can go to break and go outside to talk to him. So I called him, and he told me he just decided not to make it, so if I can reschedule him. Well, you know what? Bad news is this, that I don't reschedule people like that. And when I say people like that, people that cancel on me the day of. I'm not going to say nothing negative because I have nothing negative to say, but when you're booked for several weeks and you cancel on the day of, you know, I'm cool with that. We're good. So other than that, I have a special guest here that I want you guys to meet, and it's none other than Bobby Castro.
Yes,
You're back.
Sir, it was handing dope.
Look, and I still get people texting me like, yo, stop, please. I don't give a damn who you are. Slow down, pal. Anyways, bro.
Slow down, pal.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I like that.
Like, fuck. Anyways, bro, I served you a little shot.
Let's get it.
Aquí. Now, I sip on mine, okay? I sip on mine. Porque si no me voy a poner bien tartamudo real fucking quick. Okay? If you hear me like repeat twice, like the
I like these. You really.
I told you.
Around,
I
yeah.
told you. I told you, bro. Oh.
Salud.
Salud. Mm-hmm.
Yo sí me lo chingo de un putazo para que arremangue.
Simón, ese.
Yo me lo bajo con una pasecita.
Okay, let me see. Anyways, you know, it just sucks, bro, because people wait to see a certain artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm looking forward to it. And I guess some people take it lightly, like, oh, next time. It doesn't work like that with me, bro. It never has worked like that with me. But you know what? If that's the way you work, cool. I'm not going to say nothing negative, bro. Let's move forward.
No pasa nada.
Yeah. So now, what can people expect from Bobby Castro 2021, bro? I know we got about 2 more months. I know we don't have that much time. Is there going to be any singles? Any?
I don't. You know what? I was just speaking to my partners today as far as the label about that because, like we were talking about artists, right? They just want to put out music.
Yes.
But they don't understand sometimes there's strategy involved. That is numbers. That sometimes you gotta just wait it out a little bit. And as far as like I was telling them today, because everybody wants to put out songs, you know, and then I manage a few females, and that's like double, like
yes.
You know, because, you know, women sometimes they'll sit there and be patient, and once they lose that patience, they're just like, I need to put something out. Like you say, they don't know the work that is being put out. You gotta literally send it in 2 weeks prior,
yes.
you know, like all that shit, right? Now, it's really getting to the cutoff point. If you're going to put out something this year, it has to be like now.
Yeah.
Because the end of the year, nobody really puts nothing out unless it's some Christmas shit, you know?
Right.
And everybody's really, so it's I'm excited I'm gonna be getting in the studio a lot. I hit you up one of these days so you could slide through.
Most definitely, bro. I'll bring the
I'm gonna
tequila.
be in the studio a lot because this is what this is. This part of the year is usually production.
Yes.
Getting ready for the first quarter of next year, you know. So that's probably what I'm gonna be doing. It's a lot of work. I already have a bunch of shit ready to go, and then I'm supposed to start on the new Rancho Barrio album. We just put out I don't know, a few months ago we put out the first one. Just excited. That's the fun part. You know, being in the studio, I could be in that shit.
Hell yeah, bro.
Every day.
Hell yeah. You know one thing about me, and maybe you could share this about yourself. I know a lot of rappers that tienen que fumar marijuana to expand their mind. That's what they tell me. Mm-hmm. And then they start, you know, with their delivery high. When I come up with music, believe it or not, some of the best tracks that I've ever done have been when I've been like sipping on a 40. Mm-hmm. You know, my kids will be in bed. I'll bring out the fucking turntables because at one point I was in a fucking 1-bedroom apartment living like a broke motherfucker. Okay. And I had a job, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got to work. And that was because I left the music voluntarily.
Yes.
You know, I just said, fuck this, you know. And one dude me llegó a la casa and he said, hey man, I need an album. And he straight told me, I'll give you 10 G's for 10 tracks. And I said, fuck it, let's go.
Get it.
Yeah, let's get it. So I went to the fucking liquor store, me compré una caguama, bust that motherfucker open, kids went to bed. I put on a fucking beacon light and put on the headphones. And all of a sudden, shit started coming, bro. And I was like, ay, wait. Now, when I go into the studio, I don't drink while I'm tracking. When it's done, then I celebrate. That's the difference. Now, what about yourself? Tomas, when you're writing shit, when you're coming up with shit?
I'm very about, I figure it out as I go. You know, like,
okay.
There's sometimes that I do everything and I don't want to see not a motherfucking drink, no smoke, no nothing. I'm just focused, tunnel vision. And there's some times where I need to.
Yes.
There's some times where I've been drinking in the studio, I've been drinking some shit's called cut waters, right?
What is that, cut waters?
It's like a tequila already mixed, right? Like a margarita maybe, but it's like 12%. I'm all about the percentage of shit because I'm a big dude, right? So I need to get there fast. Because other than that, I'm just me one panzonar and I would just drink a lot and I'm not gonna feel what I need to feel.
Yeah, I don't even know. I never even check percentages, bro. I just like this one right here.
Yeah. So I fuck with. That's why, like with beer, you know, like I'll fuck with some Pacifico, some Modelo, and it'll get me there, you know. But really, I drink IPA when it comes to beer because I'm not a big beer drinker. So if I do drink beer,
pronto.
See, I need to get there fast, especially if I'm in the lab.
Yeah.
Because llego and I need to get in that zone that I'm trying to get. And the only reason, like, I have to feel it, though. I don't just force it. I don't just be like, oh, I'm going to just, it's a vibe and I'm going to get high. Nah. If I don't feel like smoking, I don't fucking smoke. If I feel like smoking, then whatever comes out is going to come. It is a different vibe, though.
Right.
I do notice that. Like, I see my songs that I've done sober, that I've done high, or that I've done buzzed, and they're all kind of like a different person, you know?
Okay.
So that's why I trust the moment, you know.
Okay. You said trust the moment. That's good. That's good. You know, I don't smoke. I never really have. What about when you drop vocals? Is it the same for that?
To be honest, when I was younger, sí me valía más verga, and I was just like, I gotta be this because you know.
Yeah.
But when you take it a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
You know, and you respect the game, you know. So like, I do. For the most part, like to drop shit sober in mis cinco sentidos, you know, But I have done some really fucking dope takes, faded or drunk.
No shit.
Like I said, it's just, I let it happen how it's gonna happen. I don't really plan it out. I think that kind of, I lose the vibe and the energy then.
Right.
If I'm in the studio and if we're there, right, and we're having some drinks and we just like, fucking, you pull out the fucking SP and we do something and it just happens to come out, that's how it's meant to be, you know?
Yes.
And if I'm there and I'm like not really feeling like fucking around because maybe I already binged for a fucking week and I just want to focus on what I'm doing that day, then maybe I'm just going to do this shit sober and pues todo me sale, you know, how I want it to. So that's why, like I said, I trust the process. You know, I trust that if I'm a little buzzed and that song was, there's some shit that I listen to that I'm like, I couldn't have ever done this shit if I would have been sober, you know? And there's some shit that I do sober that I'm like, I could have never done this shit if I was fucked up.
See, and that's how I feel when I'm creating. But when I'm tracking, it's totally different. Now, keep in mind, when I say I'm tracking, I come from the era where we fucking ran a Synthi and we ran everything MIDI to the board on tape. So I had to be fucking sober.
No, sí.
Y eso es lo que no me gustaba. I'm going to be 100 with you on this one, okay? I hate it when the artist I was working with, we got to bring some bitches up in here, some fucking strippers. And I'm going to be real with you. Don't bring no fucking bitches, bro. I don't want to see no ass cheeks. I don't want to see nothing. ¿Sabes por qué? Because I'm working.
It's a distraction, yeah.
It is a distraction. Some people are like, oh, yeah, we got to fucking smoke weed. We got to have some strippers in here. It's not a fucking party, bro. We're fucking working. You know?
Which is why I'm pretty sure you experienced this before. How many times did people beg you, family members, friends, to take them to the studio, right?
Yes.
Because they think it's a big fucking party.
Yes. I'm glad you're speaking on that.
And they never want to come back, right? Because I've been shutting a lot of that shit down too because I'm working, homie. You know, like this is my livelihood.
They start falling asleep. You know what to say? This is boring.
I can't stand people that fall asleep in the lab, though. Like la neta, I don't have a lot of pet peeves because I've gone through enough in life to become very chill and understanding with shit. But I am also at an age where I always say this. Age is a motherfucker, right? As far as pinches dolores por donde quiera, sometimes las rodillas, las crudas. But as far as other things, it's fucking the most beautiful thing in the world.
Yes, of course.
As far as wisdom, as far as experience.
¿Qué eres mazo?
Simón.
Okay.
You don't deal with a lot of shit that you think to yourself, why the fuck did I ever deal with that shit? You
right,
know, like,
right.
To try to be cool or to fit in or whatever. And so now my pet peeves that I do have now, they're very solid and very there to stay. You know, like, and that to me is one of those, like, don't come to the fucking lab to sleep. You know, like, don't fucking do that shit. Like,
exactly.
The integrity of the studio, the vibe, the energy there. And I read this somewhere. I don't know. It was an interview, I think, with Primo or like Dr. Dre, one of those guys, or both of them, where they were asking them questions as far as like the work in the studio.
Yeah.
I soaked up a lot of game from that interview because there was a lot of shit that made a lot of sense. Like, and that was one of them. Like, do not ever compromise with the vibe and energy of of the studio when it comes to creating.
Yeah.
And I believe that 100%. Like, I'm one of those dudes that I will finish the project no matter how fucked up it gets sometimes. But there's been 1 or 2 times where I'm like, I'm straight. I got to get out of here because once you compromise that,
yes,
las cosas no van a salir bien, you know? Like,
yeah.
Sometimes you have to know when to cut your losses and be like, let's regroup and come back. Usually I'll put it off, you know, because that is, la neta, that was my MO. Like, I came in the game by taking all the scraps and all the fucking jobs that nobody wanted. And sometimes you got to be willing to do that. And if you're not willing to do that, then you don't really want it that bad, you know?
Yeah, yeah. You're kicking game right now, bro.
I was called to do all the fucked up jobs, you know? All the shit that had to be turned in at 5 a.m. the next day, and they're calling me at midnight, and all desesperados, and I took all those jobs. I woke the fuck up and I went, because at one point in life, you wish to get those calls.
Of course.
So I went and did that shit, and the thing is that at the end of the day, it's a blessing in disguise, because the things you learn from those pressure jobs, that like now the people that know me, they laugh whenever they think it's a pressure job and they call me for it. They're like, this ain't a pressure job for this nigga. Like, this is what I did. This is what I did. I went and fixed shit. I went in, and sometimes, yes, did I feel like a little bit of a burden, like damn, why do I only get this? But then one day, I've learned this also in life. You have to embrace some shit instead of making it a burden, right? If it's embrace it and be like, you know what? At least I'm working. At least I'm getting called for this. And that shit became a blessing, because then they were like, damn, well, this is the guy that always answers.
Mm-hmm.
This is the guy that always comes and does his shit, and we don't even give him the fucking tools to do it. And he still pulls it off. So when those good opportunities came, I was the first one they called. And a lot of people would complain like, oh, why? You know how it is. These people don't know that I know they complain, but the people there would tell me like,
yes,
hey, wait, everybody's sitting me, que por qué tú, wey? And they were like, you know why him? Because the motherfucker answered at midnight. He answered at 2 a.m. He answered at 3 when we had to turn in something. And sometimes it was even like, God damn, am I being sabotaged? Because they're really giving me nothing to work with, but I had no choice.
Right.
I had to take all the pressure jobs, to where a pressure job to me now is like, that shit is my bread and butter, you know?
Let me give you an example of being in the studio, because this goes out to all you rappers, singers, all you artists, all you producers, all you DJs that are in the studio. I'm going to share with you one thing that I've always fucking hated. And my thing is this: timing is everything. I'm in the studio. Keep in mind, I'm working with a floppy disk on an SP1200 drum machine. And then the rapper that I'm working with, who hired me, who's a cool dude, but he loves an entourage. I've never liked an entourage. If I say you're the rapper, and that's the engineer, I just want us 3 in there, bro. Honestly, if some of you guys like to bring a whole entourage, I'm not that motherfucker, honestly. You're going to make me feel uncomfortable, and I'm going to unplug my shit and leave. Because I'm a very private person. I'm a very discreet person. I don't like motherfuckers to listen to everything that I'm doing. And then with the phone, se están grabando. Then they post it up. Now you got another dude listening to what we're producing. Now biting our shit, recreating it, and releasing it tomorrow. I'm a very private person when it comes to production, okay? Mm-hmm. I've had guys, hey man, so why do you load it up? And how much sampling time? And I'm trying to work. And I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm not trying to give lessons right now. Let me finish working, and after that, and then they get upset. I thought you were cool. And don't bug a motherfucker. If I see you in the vocal room and you're about to lay down some guitar, I'm not about to go in there, hey, can I film you for Instagram? Hey, why do you need 12 gigs? Wrong fucking time. Let the musicians work. Is there anything like that gets under your skin in the studio, bro?
A lot of things, right? In life, I'm one of the coolest motherfuckers, one of the most patient.
Yes.
When it comes to work, some people be like, God damn, I never seen Bobby like that. And I tell them straight up, well, we're working, and I love what the fuck I do.
Absolutely.
And it took a lot of fucking sacrifice and a lot of time and a lot of everything to even put a motherfucking toe in the door. You know, so I'm not willing to risk that shit for anybody, you know, with all due respect. And the entourage shit, like you're saying, like, look, the fast motherfuckers understand that you got to keep it moving, and sometimes you got to leave a lot of shit behind.
Yes.
I'm going to say one thing. I'm going to drop some fucking game on you motherfuckers right now.
Drop it.
Read The Alchemist. Read, period. You know?
Yeah.
I know that we're not like, especially like in our culture, we're not very, we especially the street culture like that. However, the prison culture, they're all about reading.
Of course,
right?
they have nothing but time.
And read some shit. It doesn't have to be a book necessarily. Read something that you like. Read a fucking article. Read some shit, but get some knowledge. Learn some shit every day. You know, because everybody just wants it and they feel like I want it so bad and I wanted it since I was a kid and I deserve it. No, you don't. You know, work for this shit.
Right.
You know, work for this shit. We do not have the luxury to sit back and feel pobrecitos and sorry for us. Like, nah, none of that shit. That's a waste of fucking time.
Yes.
You know? Now, sometimes you gotta just go. The people that mattered and that really give a fuck about you and they care about you, everybody's gonna get hurt. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Everybody's gonna get hurt.
Keep it pushing, everybody's gonna get hurt.
Right.
But the ones that will really gave a fuck about you and that matter are gonna one day be like, oh, I see what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because the truth is that a lot of creative people, we care too much. We care too much, right? We're passionate.
Speak on it. Passionate.
To be a creative person, you have to be passionate, and passion invokes emotion, and it keeps going. You know? So therefore, estamos un poco locos, like la neta. Well, you have to be. To even believe that you can make it in this fucking game.
I'm insane.
You have to be fucking nuts, right? But embrace that motherfucker and run with it. And,
hell yeah.
And a lot of the youngsters that ask me like, hey, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. All this shit is fucking wild. You have more chances of winning the lottery. But if me telling you this, if you don't take it as me hating or me trying to bring you down and you understand what I'm saying and it doesn't scare you, come on in, player. You know?
Yeah.
Come on in for the big win.
Yeah.
And the Alchemist, it breaks all of that shit down.
Yes.
The Alchemist pretty much says there are people that are born. They say that mostly men, right? And all humans, but mostly men were born with a void in us. That we want something because we're searching for a personal legend in life.
Yes.
We want something. We're all born with that shit. We all lose that shit somewhere in el camino, right? Because sometimes you find a woman, sometimes you find a job, sometimes... And I understand that life is life, and I can't knock nobody for living their life and having to take care of their business. You know, it's fucked up. And I know you've seen it. We've all seen it in this game. People that drop out of the game, they're never the same again.
You're right.
Because the love that you have for this, like I said, it's a very passionate thing. So therefore, you things fuck with you harder than the regular person that's just like, I don't really give a fuck about that shit anyways, you know? We don't have that. Like, no, I want this shit bad.
Yes,
I cannot lie to myself.
Of course.
So, with that being said, you got to go fucking hard. And sometimes you got to drop all that shit. All that whole entourage shit and all that shit is just holding you back. At the end of the day, you could help all those people, but you could help all of them way better if you just go. You know, one of my really good friends told me one day, a long time ago, you know, loyalty can be one of those tricky things, right? That it's a good thing to be a loyal person like that.
Of course.
There's not too many, and those are the people you need around you, and that's a very good trait to have.
Yes.
However, it could get tricky with loyalty because loyalty could sometimes, like, it could hold you back to a certain extent because, I mean, simply like the hood life, right?
Mm-hmm.
The hood life is the whole thing like, oh, no, it's because my boys and the homies and I ought to be there. And that shit holds you down for a long time.
A long fucking time, bro.
And when in reality, you could have moved forward because maybe you were smarter. Maybe you had a whole another plan that you could have fucking did and to help everybody.
Yeah.
So one time I remember one of my really good friends, his name is Jimmy Barrs, producer. It's his birthday today, as a matter of fact. Happy birthday, my boy.
Happy
Shout
birthday.
out. Me and him kind of got into it because he was like, oh, you be everywhere. You know, you be working everywhere and you're like a fucking studio whore, fool. And you just, it don't matter if it's a studio, you're there. And to me, it was like this. Like, I didn't want to stop working.
Right.
So we stopped working here. And because everybody else is done here.
Right.
I wasn't. You know, my shit was just, you know, so I needed to go. I needed to keep moving. And I always thought I was doing it for all of us, right? And it's funny because he was the first one that got at me eventually, like, cause we were a team, right? You always start with a team.
Of course.
Anything you do, you always start with your and then he's actually the one that kind of broke me out of it too, because one day he told me, he was like, hey, my boy, you know what? He was like, I figured it out. He was like, you're built like a fucking race car. He was like, we're all good cars. We're luxury cars. He says, we run well and we good to go. But you're like, and then you have to stop to wait for us. And then you have to wait because of your loyalty to us. you know. And it's the truth. Like, it really was to where I was like, man, am I letting my guys down? Am I, you know, for me trying to do too much? And when he told me that, and he was like, you got to go, my boy. You got to go.
Yeah.
You're built like that. You're built to go, and we're always going to be right there. You know, we're coming right behind you. And I fucking went. And I went, and I did, and to this day, you know, I find myself many times in another fucking state by myself in a fucking lonely-ass motherfucking hotel room. And it is what it is. People think it's sweet, you know. People think,
of course, it's all party. They think
people think it's
un
sweet,
pinche party.
It's a lonely motherfucking thing. It's a party sometimes, and when I'm in the mix and I'm in events and I'm in, it's a shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you know, I enjoy that shit.
But in the midnight hour,
when the motherfucking, when all the lights turn off and the smoke clears, you're sitting there and you don't go to fucking birthday parties and you don't go to quinceañeras and you don't go to baptisms, and sometimes you're not home for Christmas, and sometimes, and it's like, how bad do you want this shit? At the end of the day, it boils down to that. How bad do you want this shit, and how hard are you willing to work without fucking complaining and feeling sorry for yourself? You know?
Absolutely.
Nobody owes you shit.
Absolutely. You got to go out there and get it yourself, man. And I appreciate you kicking that motherfucking game. Hold on. I got to pour myself. Ya me la tomé. So, hold on 1 second. Alex, did you drink yours? He says, okay. Hold on. There you go. Salud, carnal.
Saludcita.
You wanna make sure you fill yours up and bring the bottle back.
You got the tall cup too, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You got the tall cup. But you know what, man? I'm glad you kicked that shit, because, you know, I've taken people to the studio, they fucking knocked out on me, and I'm like, you know what they think? That this is what I think they envision. We're going to go to the studio and they're just going to play fucking songs all night. We're going to fucking drink, smoke weed, and we're going to fucking party.
No, yeah, that's what they imagine.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah. You know, what are you doing? Well, we're loading up, again, back to my time. 8 sounds at a time. The kick, snare, hat, shaker, crash, you know, the open hat, whatever. We're laying them all down. Is that how you do it? Yeah. Then I got to have the musician, you know, maybe play some, you know, lead guitar, some keyboards, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Then you got to have the rapper come in here. Then you got to play it several times if you plan to mix it. I always get my own, check this out, engineers, if you guys ever plan to work with me, because I feel I call my second wind right now as far as a producer. At 53 years old, I feel I call my second wind. I like to get my kick, you know, track 1. Keep in mind, I'm pretending I'm on an analog board.
Yeah.
Okay? You know, my snare, track 2. My hat, track 3. If I got an open hat, track 4. If I got a crash, track 5. That's the way I do it. That's the way I fucking like build. Like,
yeah, it's the backbone.
Yes. Then what I do, on a small ass speaker, I turn it all the way down and I listen. And I expect everybody to shut the fuck up. And I listen. If I can hear everything the way I want it, very, very low, then it's going to sound good loud. Keep in mind, when you're in the studio and you hear a track, everything sounds dope loud. Everything sounds dope. Motherfuckers will be like, that motherfucker's that motherfucker's the next fucking, you know, summer anthem. Hell yeah. It's because it's loud. Have them turn it down and listen to it. Then tell me what you fucking think. You know, tell me what you think. But that's the way I've always worked. I'm not a dumb motherfucker. I may look dumb, but I'm not dumb.
And the thing is, that is what it is. At the end of the day, it's a job, right?
Yes.
This is what.
Of course.
This is where people sometimes don't get it. Is there gonna be some times that we are gonna party and it's gonna happen, and we all decide that? If we're working there and we already like, you know what, this shit became a party, we're not gonna. Then we all in fucking. We all kind of just with the look at each other and be like, fuck it, this happened already. It's what it is. Let's try to see what we can get done, but shit became a party.
Right.
But no te puedes acostumbrar a eso, you know, like that.
Right.
It shouldn't be like that. One of my moments that I remember that I thought to myself, welcome to the fucking majors, motherfucker. I was in the studio with Toy Selecta. Shout out to the homie Toy Selecta. The very, very influential dude in Mexico. He was from Control Machete. I don't know if you
Yeah, of course.
The homie Toy siempre se ha portado toda madre conmigo, mi compa. And the first time I met him, sometimes for me it was good that I was ignorant as far as to who some people were, because I was able to be just me.
Yes.
When I met them, you know, like not like
Yes.
starstruck or any weird shit like
yes.
I was in the studio with him, and he literally would tell people, like, we'd be working, he was trying to listen to something, and if somebody was just talking, or it was usually just like entourage, you know?
Yeah.
Of somebody else, and he would be like, o se caen los hijos, se salen a la verga.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I heard that shit, I was like, a la verga. I was like, welcome to the major, something like,
yes.
This we're not fucking around right here. But I knew that I was built for it.
Yes, of course.
Because I didn't get all like, I liked it, you know?
You know what? In this game, fuck. Okay. In this game, and I think you'll agree, you gotta have fucking thick skin, bro.
For sure.
You gotta have thick skin.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it. I mean, if you don't.
Because if you fucking don't, and somebody says, your fucking shit is fucking whack, if you go under your covers and you fucking cry, get the fuck out. Honestly, get the fuck out.
I've always had this analogy, right, that I've told all my little homies, my little brothers, everybody. I said, I had the opportunity. I used to work at dispensaries when dispensaries weren't really popping like that. It was very few known. And, and I had the opportunity to work in some.
Right.
Ahí llegaba gente con feria, right? All the partners, because this was before this shit was really popping like that.
Right,
so anybody that was involved was just motherfuckers that had the dough to back it up. And I would be in the break room, right? Because I was just a worker.
Yeah.
And then all these guys would come, right? Like millionaires. And just from the conversations that they would have with me, which I was always a little bit like I was always a little bit more mature for my age, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they would fuck with me, and they would be like, a veces me decían, they would tell me to stay, right? They would be like, because I would walk out, I'd get my little fucking lunch, and I always see them all coming in for a meeting, and I'd grab my shit and walk out, and they'll be like, hey, youngster, stay. Might learn something, right?
Okay.
And I learned a whole lot. And the one thing that always stuck with me is that these guys, in my mind, was like, these guys already touched the meal ticket, right?
Yes.
So they know something already. Yes. They've already done something. They're already built a certain way.
Right.
When I would sit there in those meetings, they would be dropping clecha, right? And I was soaking it all up. Cause I was
now. You said a word right now that only hood motherfuckers would know. You said the word clecha. For the people maybe in Germany and New Jersey and Brooklyn, don't know what clecha is. Mm-hmm. Dropping knowledge, pretty much.
Yeah,
or
escuela. You know?
School. You're schooling them.
Uh-huh.
Go for it.
We just had a conversation the other night in Phoenix. I don't know what time at night. Turned up with my homie. We were like, where did that word come from? Where did all those words come from that we use in
I know.
I was like, clecha, it might be Nahuatl. It might be like, dialect, something. But for sure it was the homies in prison that come up with all that shit,
Of course.
And so I would be right there listening, and one thing that I'll never forget, how those dudes implemented that shit in my, like, that whole feeling sorry for yourself and curling up in a corner and crying because you lost. And imagine the losses that they take. They're like, se matan, way, like right? Yeah. Because you touch a meal ticket and you lose that. See, in my life, right, as a hustler, as a street hustler, besides the music, I've been like this, right? There was times where I was on top of the world, and there was times where I lost it all. And to not have nothing and to have everything and not have nothing again, mentally is one of the wildest shit you could ever go through. Like, that shit almost, the first time it happened to me, it drove me crazy. Literally crazy, because it's a crazy thing, right?
Yeah.
But it also makes you very disciplined when you're able to live through it. So these guys, they have, so I have this analogy that I always tell everybody, like, the three of us right here, right? If we see a female right here curled up in the sofa, crying and pobrecita, most likely the three of us are going to go and be like, hey, you okay?
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to laugh after or whatever the fuck we're going to do.
Of course. Or you're going to try to comfort her.
Or maybe genuinely because we're fucking men, right?
Right.
And we're going to be like, hey, todo bien, like. If we see a dude or one of us is curled up right here, we're going to fucking laugh.
Of course.
We're going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this weird ass vato? And that's just what it is. So this is why I always tell my little homies and my little brother that, like, we do not have the luxury to curl up. The word man up, and this is not speaking bad about females because I know a lot of very strong females.
Simon.
But the fact is that we are built different,
Yes.
And the fact is that somebody is going to come and save a damsel in distress, and ain't nobody going to come and fucking save us. So with that being said,
yes,
know that. No.
Thank you.
You're only going to waste time.
Yes.
This is what those guys told me in that meeting. They were like, you know what we do, Bobby? They were like, you know what we do when we lose everything? We try to get it right away. the next day.
Right.
As opposed to sitting there and be like, oh, pobrecito yo.
Yeah.
That's why I don't fuck with none of that pobrecito shit.
Yeah.
That feeling sorry for yourself, that pobrecito shit, is a fucking poison to men.
It is. You know, let me say this. Let me go back to what you're saying. And here's the way I explained it, that men and women are wired different. All of us are wired different.
For sure.
So when you get a fucking chillon, poor me type of bullshit, okay, let me tell you something, bro. Here's what I'm going to say this, and I'm going to go ahead and use it in a positive way. You have to find a way to encourage yourself. You have to find a way to encourage. Don't look in the fucking mirror and say, me madreado, life, fuck my life. I see a lot of guys, fuck my life, and I'm, la verga, puto.
That ain't it, bucko.
Yeah, it ain't it. Man the fuck up. That's it. Move forward. Yeah, bro. I'm sure I'm speaking for both of us and for a lot of people. There's been times, moments in our life where we've been broke as fuck, and we possibly didn't know what the fuck are we gonna do next. But you know what we did? We encouraged ourselves, we manned up, moved forward, and we won. So when you win and then you get motherfuckers hating on you for that, you know what we can say? Vete a la verga, pinche puto culero. They don't realize the struggle that you went through.
Yeah, no, it's just, look, we all have the right to, right? We all have the right to mourn. We all have the right to go through heartbreak. We all have the right. The thing is that cut that shit out quick. I mean, do what you got to do and understand that you got to keep it pushing. That anything else besides, more than that, is a waste of fucking time. No te va a ayudar en nada. Like, the key is to get the fuck out the hole, not to go not to dig deeper, you know?
Yeah, and not to fucking feel sorry for your fucking self.
I have a song, right? That is probably like one of my proudest songs. Is Lupillo Rivera recorded it, Voces Rancho recorded it. And I think this is a lot of very real things.
They recorded your song?
Yeah. Yeah, both of them did.
A ver, dale.
Now, mind you, right? I was doing bad for a while, probably. And like I said, I've always been up and down in my life.
Of course.
But this time, I lasted a long time kind of struggling more, where I did start getting a little bit like, a la verga, I'm taking longer than usual to get back on my feet. Then I got back on my feet and I went to Vegas, right? And I had a fucking blast. When I came back, I sat in my porch and I started reflecting like, fuck, I completely went against everything I preach. Like,
yes.
Because I tell people like, look, if you're struggling, you get back on your feet, invest, blah, 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 blah. You know, the greatest advice.
Yeah.
But me, I did the opposite, right? But when I came back, I sat on my porch thinking like, why did I do that? Why? The first thing that I did once I got back on my feet was went to Vegas and just fucking had a grand time. Because sometimes you also got to do that shit, right?
Yes.
However, all these thoughts came fast and I wrote this song. Con dinero en la bolsa me divierto, pues también le he batallado y sé lo que es andar de perro. Aunque tengo amistades que las aprecio, mis amigos verdaderos con una mano los cuento. La familia para mí es lo primero, pues siempre llevo conmigo los consejos de mis viejos. Pero también tengo escuela de calle, Los Ángeles mi colegio, soy del Mérito Sur Centro. Soy tranquilo, no me gustan los problemas, pero tampoco le saco si acaso va a haber pelea. Mi padre siempre me dijo, es hombrecito, amárrese los huevitos, dele frente a lo que sea. 100% michoacana en la sangre que en mis venas va corriendo, soy tarasco y efectivo. Y aunque es cierto, soy más cabrón que bonito, toda la que yo he querido, en mis brazos la he tenido. No ser sicario ni mafioso, pero sí me la he rifado y nunca me he puesto nervioso. Me respetan en los barrios porque saben que el muchacho es decidido y muy firme en los negocios. He hecho cosas buenas, también cosas malas, aunque tengo mis razones, de eso no estoy orgulloso. Yo sé que todo lo que brilla no es oro y que si rezas por lluvia tienes que aguantar el lodo. Costa oeste, estado de California, me divierto con un toque, un buen trago y la abandona. Pero no confío ni en mi propia sombra porque sé que en lo oscuro hasta ella te abandona.
Hell yeah. Yeah. You gotta always in the song with dun dun You gotta always tan tan. Somebody's gotta make a shirt. Somebody's gotta pan that tan tan.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yo, if you guys enjoyed that, please drop a fucking gang of fires on the live chat. Let's show Bobby Castro some motherfucking love, okay? And let's drop a bunch of fucking fires on that motherfucking live chat. Let's go. So.
Y si nos servimos otro, ¿qué pasaría?
Yeah, Simon. And if you guys like Tony A, drop some money. Yeah, because I'm sure Night on Royalty would love to make another video about me. So, anyways.
And we were talking last time about a Roadium radio show, remember?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that'll be... Imagine all the people you've had here to do a show. That should be...
I know. I will invite everybody except 2 guys. But...
That's gotta be the slogan for the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody except 2.
Everybody except 2. Fucking Royal Tetas and fucking Peg Leg. But anyways, on a different note.
Moving forward.
You know, one time I said something, bro. And I was playing around. And I'm only saying this just to fuck around, bro. Just to fuck around. Okay. Biden has said this. If you don't vote for me, you're not black. Biden said that. Go ahead and Google that shit, okay?
Yeah, I seen that shit.
Okay. So you know what I said? Playing around. If you don't drop anything on the live chat, you know, to give money, you're not Mexican. And those fucking...
They started dropping?
Yeah. They started dropping, but you hear what he said? He said they went live with that bullshit. Anyway, I don't want to give it no pub, but that's what they fucking said. Now it was just a joke, bro. Like,
well, that's back to like how things have changed, right? Like, a joke is not no more a joke. Like,
I know.
Before, we grew up like la neta, you had to be on your shit.
Yes.
In the hood, we literally bagged on each other every motherfucking day, even if you didn't feel like it that day.
Right.
And somebody got it. Every day somebody got it. And that shit built character like a motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
And nowadays, no mames lloran and they go complain and the parents come and complain because why are you doing that? That shit didn't exist. If we ever went to complain to my pops, me and my brothers,
yes,
and we knew better.
Yeah, of course.
We never, ever, it didn't even cross our mind to go to my pops to be like, oh, they told me this. He'd have whooped us just on general principle, just on GP. Like,
yes.
What kind of weird ass shit are you on, you know?
Look, if I brought a letter home from my teacher, parents, listen up. Ama, tienes que firmar esto. You know what she would say right away? ¿Qué hiciste, cabrón? ¿Qué hiciste, cabrón? Because she knew me. Eres un pinche diablo. ¿Qué hiciste? Today, Mom, can you sign this? That fucking teacher.
Yep.
She doesn't like
Everybody else is at fault, right?
Everybody else is at fault other than your fucking devil ass fucking...
No, that for real to me is something that was lost that really does fuck with me. Like,
yes.
Like, because I am so grateful.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a fucking dictator, right? And I love that man for that. Like,
really?
Yes.
Okay. I'm a dictator. Go.
Because I would not be this dude without that. He knew what he was doing. Like, don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
He wasn't just trying to be an asshole just to be an asshole.
No.
He needed to get us ready for the real world, for real life, no de mentiritas.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Like, and he always said that, and he always was like, man, there's so many songs that I write now where I say so many of the things that he he told me because that man was a man's man, and was sometimes fucked up. Like, God damn, when is this fool gonna fucking just chill out? Nah, I'm glad that he didn't. That is the greatest love a person can show you in life, is like to prepare you for life.
Say that again. That is the greatest love.
The greatest love that somebody can show you. Discipline. Like he didn't let nothing slide.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm glad. Now I understand 100% why he did it. And me and him have the greatest relationship in the world because I am fucking so grateful to that man.
Yeah.
For even though sometimes you don't understand it, right? Growing up and you feel, why is this dude like that? Why is he just why is he tripping all the time? He's tripping because he knew that it's a cold world, player. Like,
¿Y sabes qué? And because he loved you.
Mm-hmm. Si no le hubiera valido verga, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. If he didn't give a fuck, vete a la verga, puto. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, here Bobby Castro died. Well, he was a fuck up. That will be his mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Is your father still alive?
Yes.
Okay. Thank God. Okay. My father is no longer alive. And let me tell you, my father used to kick knowledge to me all the fucking time. And let me tell you something. I wish my father was still alive right now so that I can listen. So all you young kids out there.
Yeah, pay attention to that shit.
Yeah, pay attention to when your father, don't do that. Don't go here. I need you home by this time. Don't think he's against you. He's telling you that because he loves you. He cares about you. He cherishes the time he spends with you. He goes to work for you. Don't look at him like the fucking bad guy.
He's preparing you for shit that you don't even fucking know you're going to go through yet.
Yeah, you don't even know. And then when he's long gone, sabes, you know what? I should have listened to my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no. You know, my dad was one of a kind. He was precious to me. Pero sabes que I didn't realize that till he was older. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this, and then we'll change the subject. Here's what I thought growing up. My dad didn't know shit. His time has passed. Ese cabrón que sabe. Okay? When I'm older and I saw him and he talked to me, he's the wisest man I've ever met.
Yes.
And then he passes away, and I'm like, no, wait. He didn't prepare me. He didn't prepare me for when he's gone. My mom taught me everything except prepare me for when she was gone. And I live with that pain, bro.
This is something that people need to really acknowledge because because eso ya, how do you get that back? There's nothing you can ever do to get that back. Therefore, like, I'm blessed. You know, I still have both of them, and I've thanked them in life for what it is. Because even though I'm the one out of my brothers that got whooped the most. I'm the one that got reprimanded. Pero también, pues, me gustaba el pedo, you know?
Yeah.
There's sometimes that I did shit like where I knew that it was tough for him because it was his upbringing that made me always no dejarme. Y yo siempre me metía en pedos por defender a otra gente, right? I knew that it was tough for him, and I could see it. Now, in retrospect, I remember his look and thinking like he wouldn't know how to reprimand me in those situations because it's like, I know he would be proud, right?
Right.
But he still had to tell me, stop getting involved in shit que no te importa because you always pay for the shit.
Yes.
But I know that deep inside, and now that we talk, now that I'm a grown man, and he'll tell me like, no, like I knew, you know, I knew. But even there was sometimes that he whooped on me and my brothers, and he knew that we didn't do this shit. But you know why he whooped us? Because we broke it down, because we folded. Because when he questioned us, and we broke it down, and he's like, well, in life, nobody's gonna fucking give you that second opportunity. Like, if you fold and you break it down, you break it down. And there's a lot of people that might not agree, right, with that type of upbringing. Right. But I 100% agree with it because you're building men, you know? No caricaturas.
I know. Look, I'm gonna share something with you that I never shared before. Maybe because I'm fucking buzzed, but I don't give a fuck. But this is gonna teach somebody something. And this is why I'm doing it, okay? Hold on, let me turn my phone around because I don't want to see this shit. Here's my thing. When my mom was on her deathbed, she told my youngest sister, her youngest daughter, because my youngest daughter was still living with her. I hope I don't regret this because I don't share personal shit like this, bro. My mom was on her deathbed, and before she passed away, she told my younger sister, if you ever get hungry, I left you at least 3 months of rent so that you could pay, you could still live here 3 more months. And if you get hungry, there's tamales in the freezer. Okay. And when I heard my mom share that, bro, you always think as a man, I wish I could have provided more for my mother because I don't care who in the fuck you are. No woman, I don't give a fuck how fine you think you are, how popular you think you are, how many followers you think you are, how much money you think you have. You will never, ever take the place of my mama.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. So, ¿sabes qué? If you ever think, I'm going to leave you, te la pinche verga culera. ¿Sabes por qué?
The thing is that the thing that they do is so fucking selfless that is so crazy to even think to live up to it, right? Because it's like my mom now tells all of us, she prepares us every day for when she's not here.
Yes.
Like my sister is the youngest, right?
Yeah.
And she's the only woman, so she always tells her, like, when I'm not here, look after your brothers.
Yes.
Like cook for them, you know, do everything I taught you how to do. That is something that's like, there is no explanation for that type of love, you know, like.
Of course.
Somebody no se compra, no se aprende, no.
Look, only and I hope I'm wrong. Only the Raza would understand what I'm saying. So, that's all I'm going to say. Only the Raza. So, even though I have my children and my grandbabies, bro, let me tell you something. At 53 years old, homie, I still feel lonely.
You still need your mom.
I still need my mom. So, Mom, if you're looking from upstairs, you know what? I still fucking need you. I still need you. And my dad.
That's like, to me, I sometimes, and I don't know if I'm wrong for this, but sometimes the way I categorize a person is by their relationship, right, with their mother. Like, and I know that not everybody had la suerte, right, to have a mom and a dad that really cared, because I've seen some really fucked up cases where it also made me very, very understanding when I would go sometimes when I was a youngster, and I would be like, some of my homies que estaban muy como animalitos, way, like very, like, they didn't know no morals, no respect, no nothing. I would teach a lot of them, you know, like, hey, when we go over here, hay que decir buenos días. When we go over here, buenas tardes. Sí, gracias, no gracias, all that shit, right? I taught a lot of them that. When I went to their houses sometimes, I understood, and I didn't judge them because I was like, fuck, they come from a whole different world than me. Like I had a dad and a mom that gave a fuck, you know? And that's the biggest blessing you could have in life. You know, and it is what it is. So like, you know, I fucking FaceTime my mom all the time, and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. As far as my stripes, I earned every fucking one of them. That's the beautiful thing about being a grown man.
Yes, sir.
You know? I don't give a fuck. I'll answer my mom. I'll FaceTime her.
Yeah.
Wherever the fuck I'm at. Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Because she needs to know that I'm good, and I need to know that she's good. Like I message everywhere I go. Every time I'm out of town, every fucking day. I just, even if I don't call or FaceTime, I'll send a simple message that says "Todo bien."
Yeah.
That's it. Every day.
Yeah.
Todo bien. You know.
Todo bien. You know, I don't usually like to go here, but I'm going to say one thing, okay, carnal? And I know we're a little tipsy, but I'm a little emotional, and this is
what it is. I mean, this is real life.
Yeah, it's real life, but I'm going to say this, okay? And Alex, stop me if I go too far, okay? Like, seriously, okay?
Hit the fucking eject button.
Hit the motherfucking mute button. Okay, check this out. My mom loved me so much that out of 10 kids, on her deathbed, she told me I was her favorite son. I don't need to be sharing this, bro, in front of it, but I'm sharing this for a purpose. That 2020, I had this motherfucking hood rat that tried to accuse me of some bullshit, okay? And this whore knows who she is, okay? And without going too much into it, if my mom was alive, not only would she have to win and talk to your parents, my mom didn't speak no English, okay? Puro español, from Torreon, Coahuila, just like my father. She would have went and talked to your parents, and also, not only that, but would have fucked you up. That's how my mother was, okay? Because she knew, or she would have known that you were lying about her son, okay? I'm going to say this fucking whore doesn't understand what she has created, what she has started, okay? My mother's no longer here, so you're thankful. You should be thankful that my mother's no longer here. Because not only would my parents would have went and talked to her parents, but would have fucked you up. Because my mother loved me. So all I'm going to say is that now that I have to take care of it legally, I'm going to leave it at that. And
Well, because that generation of parents was built different first.
Yeah.
My parents, they were never on that shit. Like, oh, no, mis niños, no.
Mm-hmm.
When we fucked up and they knew that we were wrong,
Mm-hmm.
they went hard for it
Yes.
as much as they did when they knew that we weren't.
Yes.
Because you can't have one without the other. You know?
Yes.
You can't go as hard as you go for when it's like, nah,
Yeah.
you're not going to do this shit to my kid. You're not going to play my kid
Right.
like that. Like, my mom, you know how many times she spoke to, like to me, mine, and my brother's girlfriends and told them, well, leave this dude. If he's a piece of
Yes.
shit and if he's treating you, leave him. As a woman,
Right.
she would be like, and we would catch her sometimes and be like, what are you doing? Like, I'm your son.
Right.
And now I have so much respect for that.
Simon.
Because
Yeah.
to them, they were like, nah, we're
Yeah.
not going to play that game. Like,
Yeah.
my mom never, ever accepted us treating a female a certain way.
I know.
Because she's a woman first. you
Yes.
know? And her whole thing was like, I didn't raise you guys like that. So we would catch her on the phone with our girls, like,
Yeah.
pues déjalo al hijo de la chingada, like, no, tú búscate algo mejor, you know,
Yeah.
you know? And we would be like, I'm your son, like, what are you doing? And now I have so much respect for that because
Yes.
she was never that. She wasn't that. My parents were never the mis hijos no son cholos parents.
Of course.
My parents were like, lo que es lo que es.
Yeah.
But yet, that's what gave them the opportunity to jump whenever
Yeah.
they knew that we were in the right and that somebody was trying to get over on us or whatever it was, because they were righteous, because they were
Right.
like, nah. When they're in the wrong, we also accept it.
Yeah.
So therefore, when somebody's trying to do them dirty, then we have full right to fucking. And my dad, man, right now when we're off air, I'll tell you some stories. my dad, one day, just así nomás tantito pa. He told me and my homies that thought we were super gangsters at the
Right.
time, right? And this is the 90s, you know, when shit was very
Right.
wild in LA.
Of course.
And one day my dad, he something happened, you know, a situation.
Yeah.
And he literally told me and my homies, I've never forgot about it till this day.
Yeah.
Like, hey, remember when your dad told us? He was like, I'm going to show you how to ride tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was a very righteous man. He was all about righteousness.
I believe it.
He was all about being a man and not doing nothing wrong.
Right.
Being a man and standing your ground and fighting for what you believe and all that righteous shit, right?
Right.
And one night, something happened, a situation happened, and he literally told me and my homies, like, I'm going to show you guys how to do this tonight. And without saying too much,
Yeah.
say son desmadre esa noche. Like, and I saw it and I understood
Yeah.
why I heard everything I had heard about him and why that man raised us to
Yeah.
be men. You know?
Yeah. You know. Okay, go ahead. Somebody dropped $100. Who was it?
Good looking out. We're going to call that fool Young Sino.
Angel Ruiz. Thank you.
Yeah, he said Bobby Castro always putting it down.
Bobby Castro always put it down. You know,
Saludos,
Angel Ruiz. So let me say one more thing. And then we'll move on. Okay. If you're watching, and I know you are, my mom would have fucked your ass up. So that's all I'm gonna say, because I'm just tired of your fucking bitch ass always fucking lying. Tell the fucking people the truth. That's all I'm gonna say. Stop lying. You know what? A guilty man doesn't talk like this, bro. A guilty man doesn't talk like this. So just stop. Seriously. Because you're not going to get nowhere. By the time your fake ass followers, yeah, you got 21, 22 fake ass followers following you. By the time the truth comes out, you're going to move to Alaska, to the Middle East or whatever. You're not going to be able to live here because everybody's going to know you're fucking lying. I'm just tired of your fucking bitch ass. So other than that, vete la pinche verga culera. And everybody knows you got more fucking gut than booty. So anyways, Bobby Castro. I'm done. Yeah, let's do that. Que se vaya a la verga, Miss Pac-Man. Go do that.
A ver, dice más o menos, subido cortavenas, corrido, o cómo le hacemos. Uno de esos. No porque me vean tranquilo, piensen que se me ha quitado lo filoso del colmillo que la vida me ha dejado. La experiencia es una llama que solo alumbra quemando. Todavía ni tienen alas y sienten que andan volando. Pa' ¿Pa' qué andar con tanto cuento? Si los hechos hablan solos. Más sabe el diablo por viejo. 20 años en el negocio.
Hell yeah.
¿Para que le entran al ruedo? Si le tienen miedo al toro. Cuando ellos van yo ya vengo. Ya me ha pasado de todo. No vio moros con tranchetes, ni ocupo espejos y humo. Muchos todavía están verdes y lo verde me lo fumo. Me gusta hablarles de frente, no me le escondo a ninguno. Siempre ando al 100 con mi gente, saben que andamos en uno. Pa' que darle cuerda al trompo, si es que no saben bailarlo. Si hay un problema le atoro, en caliente lo arreglamos. Pa' que aventarse a lo hondo, si no sabe ni nadar. Relatos de un viejo lobo que no ha dejado de aullar.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's make a clap to this.
Saludita.
Hell yeah, let's go. Okay, that was fucking dope, bro. I had my disc for the night, and I'm glad that I said, Mom, I'm gonna fuck her right bitch ass up. But anyway. Este cabrón.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, just let me speak, bro. I don't give a fuck. Anyways. Bobby, where are you gonna appear next where people can see you? Is there a show next?
Okay, so where am I gonna be next? I might be doing something in LA on November 12th. Si se da. It's a big show in LA, November 12th.
Okay.
I'm still speaking to them. I'll post it.
Okay.
I'll post it. I'll send it to you.
Well, your Instagram has been posted up, and it'll be posted up on the description, so people know where to follow
November
you.
12th, I think I'm going to do something here in LA. Other than that, November 13th, I'm in Amarillo, Texas. And I'm really trying to plan something that I'm going to do here for the people. Like
bro, Texas is fucking big, bro.
And I'm going to just fucking do something. Look, I'm not going to lie. When I first got signed, with Sony, they wanted me to do the album release thing right there on the block. I'm on from 25th Street, right there in South Central LA, right? I wasn't completely against it, but I'm not gonna ever put anybody at risk for whatever the fuck I want to do, right? Like that to me that's not how I work. I think that now I could pull it off. Okay. I think that I could pull it off now. At the time when they wanted to do it, there was things going on that I was like, I don't want to put people in danger. That is whatever the fuck I'm not able to live with, I'm not gonna do. Simple as that. Now I think I could pull it off. I think I could really do something in the streets of LA, a big thing. And I know that a lot of the people, my fan base, la neta, and I'm honored to say this, it's a lot of solid motherfuckers. It's a lot of people that grew up how we grew up. It's a lot of people that have that code, that have that thing.
Hell yeah.
And I'm okay with that. And I'm okay that I might not have the masses, but the messages that I get from everywhere, from Mexico to the U.S., is motherfuckers that grew up the way I grew up. And that they tell me like that they could tell because of the songs and how I write. And like you had to be in the trenches to the first phone call that I ever got when I got signed, because in LA we have to worry about certain things, right? And it's not about being scared or not, but we've learned how to work like that, right? It's like somebody, you gotta mind somebody, homie. We have structure out here,
Yes.
And the first phone call that I ever got when I first got signed was obviously a phone call,
Yeah.
And you know what they told me?
What's that?
They were like, Bobby, you were in the trenches with us. Everybody could vouch for that. you know, we want the best for you. They were like, you being in there, at least we got somebody that really lived and really went through the shit that we know. When everybody just comes and rapes the shit out of our culture,
right,
and runs with it, and
right.
most of them are not even from the city. Can we eat too?
No shit.
Can we eat too when the culture is ours? Because we're so much like that. Everybody comes and takes our culture and runs with it.
Yo. Speak on that, bro. Everybody takes our culture and runs with it.
And they eat. And I'm not knocking that, right? Because if they're feeding their families, I'm all for it. But can we eat too? The ones that already paid for it. The ones that already lost.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And this is why I did it. And this is why I'm doing it for. And everybody that really knows me knows that.
Yeah.
That I know that it's a saying that people say, right, for the culture. But nah. Like, I really mean that shit when I do it. Like I grew up in the city. I love LA. Like I really have a deep love for the city that made me, built me, and I was there. And you know, we all lost a lot of people to the system and to the fucking into that motherfucking Stone Garden. And can somebody speak on it?
Exactly.
And I've been blessed enough to get that, to be like, to have a lot of real motherfuckers that tell me that, like, you know what, I get messages from homies from out here that had to leave, right? That had to leave to Arkansas, Alabama, fucking Montana, because they were just in and out, right? And they had to make a change. And for them to hit me up and be like, dog, I listen to your songs and it takes me back to the city. And it takes me back to a time when shit was solid, when shit was real. And that to me means more than any motherfucking award in this world.
Exactly, bro. I agree with you. Okay, Bobby Castro, we come to the part where we give a bunch of shout outs. And before I diss someone, anybody want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to everybody.
Speak a little bit closer to the mic, por favor.
Everybody that really appreciates what we do, you know, and that really live like that. That really, man, everybody that's solid, you know, that solidness is something that you cannot learn, that you cannot buy, that you can, no matter who the fuck you are, like that shit.
Yes, Simon. Yeah.
And this is for that. I do it for that. Like, there's a lot of people already in the city that know that.
Right.
But for all the people, all your viewers that you know, that are getting to know me now, know that I'm putting on for the motherfucking city, and for everybody that's built like that, for everybody that's on some real shit, that still really believes in a code, that still really believes in being a fucking man, you know, and in being honest and being, because that shit has been lost.
Yeah.
But nah, let's not let's not give up just like that, you know.
Exactly, bro. Let's not. So
ahí estamos. Saludcita. Saludos a todos. Un abrazo. Y ya se las sabritas pa' que rufles.
Yep. Let me get part 2 to my shout-outs. Alex, I need you to listen to this because I need you to want to start this. Okay, cool. This had nothing to do with you, so that's like, so whatever. Put the camera on me, carnal. Okay. I don't know if this fucking fat bitch has been waiting for this whole fucking night. Number one, what's that?
I said, can I laugh?
Yeah, you can laugh, bro. Why don't you tell everyone the motherfucking truth, okay? You made a video, you try to go like, Tony this, Tony that. Look, let me tell you something. I'm going to go in on you every motherfucking time. Here's my thing. You tell everybody about all these false allegations against me. First of all, a motherfucking guilty man will not be talking the way I'm talking. So I dare you to post this on your motherfucking page, okay? Tell people, number one, nothing criminal has ever been filed against me. It's all been civil. You know what that means? That you've been trying to sue me for motherfucking money, you money-hungry fucking fat whore. Okay? And I'm trying to be nice. I'm truly trying to be nice to your bitch ass, but you don't fucking stop. Okay, September 23rd on Thursday, I won. I didn't post nothing because I didn't fucking care. Like, I really didn't care to post anything because I'm going to wait to sue your fucking ass. But you went ahead and tried to post, my First Amendment was granted to me, I love my country, and all this fucking pedo. Like, you know what, I was protected, my voice was heard. Honestly, bitch, tell the fucking truth that you're fucking lying. Because when all this is said and done, and I go public with everything, and I show fucking paperwork, that if you took not only 5, but now 6 losses, and I don't know how you're going to be able to live with yourself. You're not going to be able to go anywhere. Nobody's going to want to fuck with you because everybody's going to know that you're putting this type of shit on everyone, okay? So just fucking stop while you're ahead. And stop going private on your page. People that follow you don't even fucking know that you're going private on your motherfucking page so that people cannot call you out in your fucking bullshit, okay? Once again, a guilty man will not be talking like this. And all those motherfucking dick riders that are stand strong, you're strong and beautiful, don't forget the narrative, you were drugged. Those motherfuckers don't know fucking you. They don't know you, okay? You know what they believe in? Your fake puppy eyes, your fake fucking titties, your fake fucking voice, and a lot of those motherfuckers caught feelings, and I'll tell you why. Because they fucked you, okay? Stop talking shit. Because ultimately, everything you post is going to come back to bite you in the motherfucking ass that you don't have, okay? So all I'm going to say, fuck you and your fucking big-ass gut and your fake-ass titties. Other than that, you guys have a blessed night, and we'll see you guys here Friday on Freaky Tales and then Sunday with a very special guest. Have a blessed night. Alex Cervantes Enterprise, we out of here.
Eat 'em up, 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 eat 'em up.